Are you
Hi.
sure?
Yes.
I don't know if they can.
They
Ready,
can.
ready?
I'm watching
1,
it.
2, 3.
I'm watching.
Oh.
Oh my god.
Ooh. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Chaos Season 2 here on Rep RPG Blood in the Bayou. This is our Vampire the Masquerade 5th Edition homebrewed-esque live play. Can they still not hear me? What are you shaking your head for?
Just existence.
Oh, I thought you were just like, no, they still can't. I'm
No,
trying to
I would
fix
say
it.
something.
This is our Vampire the Masquerade 5th Edition live play where we are, it's chaos tonight. It's welcome to the shit show.
Hi.
So we're glad to have Matthew back. So we have my favorite button pusher here today. This is a mature audience's live show. If we can get the content warning in chat, just know that if fucked up shit happens, it's not because of our players, but the characters themselves are the monsters. And usually if there's something fucked up in the world, it's meant for my players to stop the bad things from happening. Because that's the kind of stories that I tell. I don't care if you're a monster, you can still be a monster hunter. So like I said, this is Blood in the Bayou on Rep RPG. Pixie, what is Rep RPG now that you just took a drink? Haha, yes!
Fuck you. Rep RPG has a command. There it is. We are a D&D and tabletop and RPG focused live streaming company and group and family. Started out as just a bunch of nerds and friends playing together. Actually, Meg and Matthew and I are like the OG 3 who used to play with Cody way back when 5th edition just started. We're the only ones who've survived this long. And everyone else was
me. They picked me up off the street.
We did. We found you in
the rest of them off.
Survival of the gamiest? I don't know.
Yes.
But that music is so loud. But we also have merchandise and loot and all kinds of goodness. We run several different campaigns and shows and try to even keep our video gaming content focused to roleplay adjacent sort of stories. And it's a good time to come on down and join us. We've got some big stuff coming this summer and later this year, and we will be at MegaCon next month if you are in the Orlando area, or if you like Bex, I assume you're going to get on a plane and fly here. Right? Next.
And so who keeps the lights on, Matthew? I keep seeing Jace Campbell.
I'm so glad that you asked, because the friends that we have that keep our the lights on at LaSalle would be the wonderful people over at The Critical Dice. That's right, you heard me. It's The Critical Dice. They sell things like surprise dice and also other things like these cute little pins. Can you see it? There you go. Okay. That's a deep cut to Grace Helbig, if any of you remember her. So they sell things like that, cute little pins and cool little dice. That one's not theirs. And like these ones, they gave us these for the stream. It's really fucking cool. And they also sell shirts and stuff. So if you want to head over to The Critical Dice using the link that's in chat, you'll get 20% off of your entire order for almost anything in the store. Almost, you ask? Indeed, almost, because there is one item that code will not get you a discount for, because it is so exclusive and so nice that link, it just doesn't cut it. What is that thing, you might be asking me? Well, viewer, it's the Endless Bag of Dice subscription. You've heard of other things like HelloFresh and Stitch Fix. Fuck those, throw them out. Instead, you want to get the Endless Bag of Dice subscription, because every month, instead of getting food, useless, you'll get dice, important.
Very important.
And so
Very important.
You can use the code REPRPG at exactly, instead of food you get dice. You can use the code REPRPG at checkout and you'll get 50% off of your entire first month's subscription. So if you get it for you and your friends, use the REPRPG code and you'll get 50% off of all of them for the first month. It'll be great. And so you can do that, but they also have a larger version which has extra goodies, not just dice. And some of those goodies are things like pins from our very own Siren at this show. Really cool fucking pins that she has made are featured in some of the Endless Bag of Dice XLs. So make sure that you get those. Throw away all of your other subscription services. You don't need them. This one will cover it all for you. So use Rep RPG, get 50% off of that. Use the link in the description, get 20% off of everything else. It's great.
Well, there is one other subscription that I would recommend. Aside from just your Twitch channel subscription dues,
Also keep that.
To here on Rep RPG, you can also do Pin of the Month Club and Patreon and all that good stuff if you guys want all the pins. Pixie is always hard at work putting together new pin designs. We finally getting Chaotic Spooky as
guys,
pin.
it's gonna be arriving in just a couple of weeks. Megan's whole face just yes.
We needed that for so long.
We are so excited about it. It's gonna be so good. I am very ready. And then hopefully the next per votes, the next pin on the list was inspired by Meg herself, so she's getting it for free. Which is the I put the buy and bite pin. Yeah, I'm sorry. If you pitch an idea that becomes an actual goddamn pin, I'm just giving you one. I'm not gonna now pay me $10 for the thing you created. Like, no, I'm not a bitch. And
everybody here at Lexington really wanted that as a pin at the convention. They're like, do you have this sticker and pin? No.
So they bought them as stickers as a compromise. Everyone who bought a Chaotic Spooky or specifically a buy and bite pin, a sticker, bought them because it was the only thing that had that design on it. They were like, they would have bought anything that had that design. They would have been like, patches, great, an entire motorcycle, ready, let's go. Like, so.
We've kind of talked about the show, but let's talk about we've talked about the channel. Let's talk about the show.
Let's talk about the people first, really fast, because speaking of Meg, she also does her own streaming, and I want to talk about the people as well, because Matthew and I could go on and on about all the shit we sell.
I was gonna let you do that with your introductions. Let's do that. Go for it. We'll start with the players, and then who are you? What do you do? And who do you play here on Blood in the Bayou? And then we'll go over to the show. So, Siren, go first.
I moved the order on my screen, so I'm not sure where everyone is. I am Pixie, at Chaos Pixie Magic here on Twitch. Only at Chaos Pixie Magic on all the platforms. If you see somebody else using a name, I've been hacked recently, so... Oh, I got death threats today. That was fun. That's a new part of the story. Is I literally got death threats today from my my Instagram hacker. So, yay. Yeah, just follow me at Chaos Pixie Magic. Ignore everything else for now. But I'm a cozy variety streamer with a healthy dose of chaos and an author. But enough about me. What about the rest of you?
Not yet. Who are you playing here on?
Fuck me! I'm playing Siren! She is externally a Toreador rocker chick, but her coterie will know her as secretly a daughter of the apocalypse. No, a daughter of cacophony. Both.
I'm officially doing Pixie's intros from now on. Matthew, who are you? What do you do? And who are you playing tonight?
My name's Matthew. I don't stream, but I am an actor in the Orlando area. So if you're in Central Florida, come check out my last show that I'm doing while I'm still here in Orlando at the end of the month. That'll be great. But yeah, I don't really do Twitch stuff other than here on Rep RPG. But yeah. So tonight I'm playing Jace Campbell. He's everybody's favorite button pusher, the Tremere, and he does blood magic.
All right, and Meg, who are you? What do you do? Who are you playing tonight?
Hey, I'm Meg. Yeah, and I'm playing Jem. She's a Malkavian, and she's the bartender, and her dad's the Prince of New Orleans. Yeah.
Did you want to talk about your channel?
I haven't streamed in over a month, so no, not really.
Okay, that's fair. Yeah. And Kat, who are you? What do you do? And who are you playing tonight?
Hello, I am Kat. I'm playing Kitty, and I didn't realize that I did that until 3 episodes ago.
I think it was on purpose.
You'd be surprised how many things I do on accident that people are like, "Wow, that's amazing," and I'm like, "Yep." You can find me here. You can also find me on Indigo Chameleon playing a Strahd game where I play a wonderful mother of 3 bard who's doing her best. Yes. And I might do more things here soon. Maybe subscribe. See. Anyway.
There you go. There you go. Subscribe here and find out. Yeah, there you go. So subscribe here to find out if Kitty comes back more often. And then I'm Sway, Bardic Sway here on Twitch. I do a lot of variety stuff now, usually something to do with ASMR, letting you guys hear my voice all day and give me money. I like the Prime subs the most. It costs you nothing and it changes my entire life. Give me your Prime subs. Like tonight, I think we're going to be making some sleepy time tracks after the show. We'll see if that happens. See how intoxicated I get through all the chaos these fucking goblins are going to give me tonight.
So you're not going to be streaming tonight. Got it. I heard challenge, and
Already got a
I've
glass
accepted it.
full.
You could just stream yourself crying as we derail your story.
Yeah.
But I want to say a huge thank you right now to Voodoo for tipping us in the pre-show. They tipped us $50, which gets put straight into Fuck Sway storyline points. All tips go straight to fucking everything up and making the players happier. So when you guys tip or follow that link there, for every $1 you give a point to either the players or to me, your choice. You should give them to me. You know, I'm kind of the world's. It's either 4 people or the entire world.
Fuck the world, say the vampires, who are actually stuck with it.
Basically, what that allows them to do is add an additional dice or multiple additional dice to their rolls to help them be better at things.
And for everyone who is watching Disaster's Battle Night on Wednesday, it is literally the only reason we survived. That and Cole existing. Thank you for summoning him, Meg. Like, Cody and I were talking about that. Without Cole's, like, celestial resistances, we would have lost at least 2 characters. Even with all the luck people are throwing at us, we would have died. Like, technically we did lose 2, but not for the reason that you think. So, yeah, it was, they come in handy, y'all. They come in real fucking handy.
And if you have no idea what they're talking about, Disasters and Dangers is on Tuesdays? Wednesdays. Did it used to be on Tuesdays, or was I?
It used to be on Mondays. Tuesday was Gloomhaven.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
Just you need a nap. Just go take a nap. I'll run the show tonight. It's fine.
Dude, it's been a fucking week.
It's gonna come back. New Orleans is gonna be on fire, and we will have moved to like Texas,
Nebraska.
Nebraska.
So if you can tell, this is Blood in the Bayou is set in New Orleans, roughly at this point, like late 2019, 2020-ish. Because we had that skip. I think we're officially in 2020 now.
I think so.
Yeah.
Nice.
So we're officially in 2020. There's no COVID. No one even knows what that is other than a regular SARS virus that is easily treatable. Because this is my world and we don't have shit that just destroys entire populations because people don't know how to take care of themselves. So to catch everybody up, we've had the church / government trying to come kill all the kindred. We've had multiple kindred die due to a sociopathic kindred. Why am I getting dinged at? We have, let's see, we had the Second Inquisition, we had Hancock, we have Thin Bloods, which are kindred, kind of. They're almost like half kindred, half not. They have lots of none of the weaknesses that the kindred have.
Kindred adjacent.
Yeah, they're kindred adjacent. They're like, so
they minored in kindred.
As you progress in the generations, the bloodline of Cain gets weaker and weaker and weaker. So one step down from our coterie here are Thin Bloods. They're not even technically welcome in the kindred community. Mainly because, well, those bitches can still walk in the sun, and that's not fucking fair. So let's just kill all of them. They also, and Bex just, holy fuck Bex.
Oh, hell yeah. Thank you.
I'm gonna go find out who it's for in the stream elements, and I will put it in the chat, and we will do math.
Oh, yeah, I got you.
Just yeah, you guys just update me as we go.
I got you.
And so we're dealing with that. We're dealing with a new change of hierarchy in New Orleans. Everything was kind of a clusterfuck when the show started, and season 2, it all kind of went back to hell again. It's almost like it's a rotating thing that just needs to continuously have the fires put out, because welcome to immortal kindred. We've kind of talked offline about direction points for the storyline and letting the players know all the threads that are open and let them pull them as we go. But also in chat, if there's stuff that you guys would like to see, don't worry about what the players think. Let me know. And we're now a couple nights from where we last left off. I need to change the music that is in my background because it's all very lo-fi. We're a couple nights from where we last left off to catch the coterie up on some of the things that they last tried to do. Cat, Jeff, the owner and operator of LaSalle, the foot and a half. That's what I said. What did I say, Jeff?
You said Jeff.
In my head, I was like, "Don't say Jeff, say Fred." Fred, the foot and a half tall cat, orange street tabby, which you will see on Kitty's stream or on Kitty's cam, the cat cam.
I need to go get a cat.
Take a variety of forms throughout the show, sometimes even dogs. Don't worry, it's still Fred.
Put those sunglasses back on. That was a whole goddamn look. Oh my god, Crowley.
That's fair. So Fred has come back and told you through your special connection of voices that he is trying to assert his feline dominance across the land.
Yep.
And until that happens, they're all just other cats and they don't tell people shit because they're cats. And why would I tell you anything? I'm a cat. I rule this block. No, I rule this block. And many fights of
And I find the most powerful cats and ghoul all of them.
So you had what was your bird's name?
Spot.
The
And he
bird
talked
named
like
Spot.
He talked like a New York.
You talk like this, all right?
But like
So-
faster, as you see.
So Spot's the gangster. Because if I don't write that in there, I'll forget what
I would
Spot
die
sounds
for
like.
these animals.
Spot comes back
Right.
a night later. He scoped out every rooftop that he could find in town.
Wonderful.
No squiggles could be had aside from regular graffiti that through conversation you worked out it's just regular graffiti and it's not really something he needs to point to, but he doesn't know this because he's fully gained sentience like a day ago.
He's just doing what he's told. It's fine.
He was a
Fine,
bird,
then.
now he's a bird plus, and he was like, yeah, this is the voice I'm going with.
Yeah, see?
Right before I got Gould. We had a tourist come over here, and I like the way he talks. I like the sounds that your mouth hole makes. You beakless bastard, I like it.
Bastard, I like you.
I'm gonna need the slice of life episode where none of us are in. It's just all of the minor
Spot and
characters. It's how they all behave. It's Spot and Fred and like all the
Super pets.
other like Id and Ego and just their lives and like jamming out to the music and like random
I
people at the
explain-
bar and we're out of town and it's just the episode that it's just the NPCs.
Only if Matt is Fred. That's my only stipulation.
Let's see, Jace, you've kind of hit a dead end with your research. To the point where it's exactly what you all thought it was. You and Iris kind of solved the puzzle of what. You guys have never seen this kind of mixed this way before, because the Chantry doesn't mix their magics. They're not of the mindset of let's see what makes things better. It's just this works. This is the way we do it.
Yeah.
Except for your branch of the Tremere, which is very much like, fuck, can we make this better?
Yeah.
Everybody's putting up their sock cams. White and save for. Sorry, I'm trying to read that.
Also the word not. Oh, she fixed it.
There we go.
No, I
Trying
like
to fix a lighting issue without just yeeting myself off camera and it's my night circus reading gloves.
I liked the words.
All right, there you go.
But you guys have kind of figured out that it is what you thought. It was a lot of Norse and Icelandic runes mixed with more Catholic-based, to call it, in your terminology, it's fucking magic. It's
go.
runes and rituals to create an effect. Welcome to the definition of magic. What else did you guys try to do? Jem, was there anything else that you tried to do? I think Victor was trying to put out his feels with the Nos, and they were just kind of like, we'll tell the Primogen everything we find. So it's a couple nights later. Through group text, you guys have decided to meet the following sunset at Le Save to decide where to go in your saving the city, not dying adventure. And we pick up with
to be the main characters.
You guys are really like young vampires deciding the fates of the city almost nightly, and you wonder what the other fuckers who
this is what YA fantasy fiction is all about. This is very believable to me as a YA author. This is standard. We're a young adult. It's fine. We're just gonna be young adult forever.
Realistically, the other alternative is you get told what to do by a lot of older vampires. And that still happens, but that's all that, like, I need you to go pick up my dry cleaning. What? I created you. Go do what you're a slave now. Go do as I ask.
You have 400 years of training before you graduate.
Yeah, and then they would be the main characters of New Orleans. So that seemed kind of boring to me. So we made you guys the main characters. Everyone doesn't understand it in the city, but it just seems to keep happening that way.
But Malk Prince forgives a lot of things. Like, at a certain point, what are you going to do? Tell him no?
It's just surprisingly, you guys are always either in the right or wrong place at the right or wrong time.
It's always there.
I mean, we're also the only coterie in New Orleans.
You were the
right?
only cohesive team.
Yeah. So that also makes sense.
You're
that we're the go-to problem solvers.
Yeah, you're like the little mini Elysium that can travel the city. You're also the hounds now.
For the problems we created.
Kind of.
We are the consequences of our own actions, guys. It's us.
Yeah. And the hounds have like for those of you guys who don't know in the audience, you have the sheriff and then you have the hounds. So the sheriff is like, I can go kill whoever I want to because I don't tell the princess. I run the city because I choose who lives and dies. I found the evidence. You can't ask him. He's Ash. Sorry. And the hounds are investigators, gatherers of information, basically roaming eyes throughout the city.
I did have a question about that.
Yeah,
real quick.
go for it.
Are we like figuratively, like I'm not gonna do this. But if I walked into a Primogen's house and was like, I'm the hound, I can be here, I get my ass kicked, or like
The sheriff could do that.
Okay, cool.
Barely,
we don't have
like,
badges that allow us to just always be like, I know I'm out there, but I outrank you, like, because that would be fucking dope.
Yeah, I'm guessing I'm asking, do we outrank the Primogens as
You don't. So
No.
like the
Okay.
Primogen and the sheriff are kind of on the same level, at least in my mind of how we're gonna run it in New Orleans. You have the prince, you have the Primogens and sheriff. The Primogens answer to the prince. The sheriff answers to the prince, but the sheriff and the Primogen are not the same. Like you can have a Brujah Primogen, and in this case a Brujah sheriff, and like they're not working together. I mean, they can behind the scenes, but like different responsibilities. The Primogen is in charge of running their clan. The sheriff is in charge of like the legal, adhering the I was gonna say commandments, the traditions.
You got it.
They
The vampire commandments.
Yeah. Traditions, VTM. There you go. The sheriff makes sure that if anybody breaks one of the 6 traditions, they answer for it.
Got it.
So whereas the sheriff might bring them in, or even you all might bring them in under circumstances, it's probably up to you guys to find them and report back to the sheriff of where they're at, yada yada. So as the camera pulls down from the skyline through the clouds into Le Save, we find our coterie sitting around their VIP table upstairs, discussing the recent nights of New Orleans.
That's why Victor's not in this episode. He's not allowed in the VIP room. We're just gonna stay up here all goddamn night.
It would make more sense to let you guys have a bar that shuts down at night, but that's not how anything on the strip works.
No.
So you guys can move your haven, but if you want to be at the bar, you're like, to discuss anything kindred, you got to be upstairs.
Yeah, we like it. Yeah. And I like to think we designed the sound and like with that in mind. We designed the space to be more soundproof upstairs. We designed the areas where sound could drift down to have more noise and stuff like that. So the speakers are louder next to the stairs, so that anyone standing down there can't just hear us upstairs. Like
it's a loud local party bar downstairs for the locals, and you guys aren't. Even if a kindred were walking downstairs, they're not going to be able to hear you upstairs. The downside of that is, unless the music stops, you're not really going to be able to hear anybody downstairs either. So, turn it over to you all.
Well,
So I see your studying didn't kill you?
Not this time.
That's concerning.
Unfortunately, also wasn't helpful. Yeah, Iris and I kind of already figured out what this was, and then no new stuff was found out.
Is she looking for new stuff, or have we just decided that that's a dead end?
You guys were able to replicate it to some extent.
Yes.
Never at the same time, because you guys never wanted to amplify your own powers and maybe bad things happen.
Yes.
But you were able to amplify the seals to seal magic in. You were able to boost and amplify not only kindred blood but kind blood as well.
Oh shit.
A lot of like thin blood alchemy-esque types of things that they would do. But as far as like putting them together, you guys didn't want to risk it. And as far as like, okay, where does all this stuff come from? Well, you found a lot of it on Google.
Yeah.
Image search.
We were able to sort of replicate it, and I think I know how it works. But as far as figuring out like anything other than that, there's not a whole lot to be found out on my end really, other than the fact that how it worked, and it worked because it was magic.
I do know that our place was the only place that had the things on the roof. Spot didn't find anything.
That's
This is Spot, by the way, and I have a bird on my shoulder, just chilling.
Jace nods at the bird. Hi.
Well, he can't understand you. He's a bird. Don't be silly.
But listen, birds can talk, so I will hear none of it.
Spot, can you talk?
Are you activating your
No.
talk to animal? The bird just continues to look around the room, like notices that she said something but doesn't understand it. Just kind of
No.
just bird looks throughout the bar.
Yep. So while did you guys find out anything while I was in the chantry?
Yeah, I think I saw who did it.
Okay. So are we gonna go grab him?
You saw one individual who's bald, was like wearing a hoodie.
Yeah.
They did a lot of the sigils on top of the bar. The 2 nights before, like the night before the night that it happened. And then the night that it happened, you didn't make out a face, and it was a different type of cloak. Almost like I described it as like almost D&D-esque cloak. Like it had like a mantle, a hood. It was a cloak.
So it could have been someone different the second night.
Yeah.
It
Could have been a full vampire. Could have been what's his name? Sigmund. Henrik. What the fuck is his name?
Yes, Jace. What is your primogen's name?
Not it anymore.
He just feels like a Sven.
They used to be Oliver, apparently. And Oliver fucking died.
I had the old one written down. Hi, New
No,
Oliver.
I-
That's not my name. Yes, it is.
New Oliver.
Hey, you're muted,
here,
Sway.
I got you.
It's Christoph?
It's
Oh,
Christoph,
thank
yeah.
you.
It's also pinned in the Vamp channel.
That's where I found it.
Also, we try not to do the Cajun accents, so no, you should not brace yourself. We are not really.
No.
We haven't really. I don't think we've ever done a Cajun accent in this whole. We're in season 2.
We're
You-
not all from New Orleans anyway.
Yeah, most of us are not. Yeah, most of our characters are not local, and the NPCs are not Cajun. So
I mean, I can get real drunk real quick and bring out the Alabama accent.
that's very
and
close. I mean,
We'll
that's as close as we're gonna get. But like Billy is
we'll do
from
South Alabama.
Billy's from New Orleans, and he doesn't have any kind of accent like that. Like he's
Uh-uh.
just well, a little bit sometimes, but not.
He has one.
He has one. It's just he doesn't always. Like. So
Okay. So do we have any leads on who they are other than a bald person?
Jem, you feel very confident that you would know them if you saw them again. But as far as who they are now or where to find a bald femme in New Orleans, you don't know.
And we've ruled out the La Sombra fam. We've ruled out the
Thank
La
you for the
Sombra.
follow. You've ruled out that is Alexi or
Yeah.
Alexis
Okay,
or
okay.
Alex or
That was my first instinct. Is
That
that
was
she came back
everyone's.
for a bed.
Everyone.
Well, that's one of the reasons we also thought we were wondering if they could do. Maybe we didn't ask this officially, but we were wondering if they could do. No, we did. We asked if other clans could do like looking different or surviving through the daytime. Because if it was another La Sombra, yeah, exactly. But since we don't know who was on the roof the second time, that is still up in the air. But at least during the daytime,
It was
not a La
somebody else.
Sombra.
Got it.
yeah. The weird thing that you guys got was that when it was the night before it happened, the
Mhm.
cameras kind of fucked up. You guys didn't see somebody climb up. You didn't see what the premonition showed you of the night that it happened. The camera didn't show you 2 nights before because for whatever reason the camera didn't record anybody on top of your bar.
Huh.
But the premonition sure as fuck did.
And so the cameras, like they just don't have that portion of recording, or it has it, but just nobody's up there.
There's no timestamp on it to know
Got
whether
it.
or not it was messed with.
Okay.
You would have to do more investigation into that.
Sure. Okay. So we'll keep an eye out for a bald person that does blood magic.
Well, that paints
There-
really well.
There can't be that many.
They
Or the
weren't really
paints.
good at it. They had a book. Like they had like the first half of it memorized, but the rest of it they were really looking through that notebook.
Okay.
Yeah, that is something because you weren't here last week. Jem saw that they did the very Catholic-based ritual and seal and sigils very well. Like
And the Nordic.
memorization very hard. But when it came to the Nordic, they pulled out an old notebook, like an old leather-bound journal-esque, and started to very carefully. And it, for as little Nordic work as they put on, it took longer than the seals and sigils.
Sure. Man, if that ain't freaking Second Inquisition. Okay.
That's what I was
Um,
thinking, is that they're familiar enough with those symbols so they can do them from memory, but they have to study the other ones because
Yeah.
they're not familiar.
That sounds real Second Inquisition-y.
I mean,
Okay.
to be fair, Christian iconography is kind of like all over the place now.
Everywhere.
So it's not like
It's also New Orleans, so there's a lot.
I mean, this is fair, but I don't know.
But a lot of people don't know how to
There's
do like
also
the seal
kinda-
of Solomon.
Yeah, I was about to say it's also kind of intricate. Christian, very intricate, even on the Christian.
Yeah, I feel like crosses you could do from memory very quickly, even if you weren't Christian or Catholic at all.
Sure.
But some of the stuff that they were doing was, even if you're raised religious, a little bit out there for someone to just whip out.
Okay, well,
A lot of people are mostly Christmas, Easter only.
that's also true. Okay, so we will keep an eye out for a maybe Catholic bald person that's vaguely femme presenting.
So I just tossed into chat a example of what the seals that they did by heart look like.
Jesus Christ.
They did that one quickly?
They didn't do it quickly. None of these were done quickly.
Okay, that
but
wasn't the
But it
from
was-
memory
but this
one.
one was done.
That was
barely.
done from memory.
Yeah, no, okay, that's someone who studied that shit enough.
Yeah,
That
I'd like
is.
to retract my statement.
Yeah, no, right. That
Okay.
is someone who has studied that shit and knows that really well. And
Okay.
so, okay, that is absolutely someone who's at least studied angels, because there's 7 of them
Although-
listed.
That is for example, not exactly what they did.
But yeah,
Sure.
Because
Thinking back, Jace is like,
and this is what they used a notebook for.
the second one. Okay.
ah,
Less intricate, just the runes
but
and making sure you're
it's
getting the
just
runes right.
actual runes.
Okay.
Okay, interesting. Jace will he thinks back a little bit and he's like, well, actually, some people have really weird hobbies. I had a couple of friends who would have memorized shit like that. So it doesn't have to be a Second Inquisition person. It could just be a fucking weirdo.
Yeah, but-
say as a person that does.
I was about to say, to be fair, you're also now
Literal
like
blood magic.
a literal blood magic vampire. So let's maybe check up on those friends who memorize shit like this for fun and see where they are in life right now.
Oh,
Um,
but I lost.
Yeah, the second one
contact
is
with
way
them a
more
while
common than the
ago.
first one, especially right now. Like those runes are way more common. My question is this now: seeing the differences, seeing what the fuck is happening in the symbol, in the iconography that they were doing on the roof, and in the spell work, and like y'all figured out how to make it happen. Were they replacing the astrological symbols for like Saturn and Jupiter with those runes? Was it in this, or was it separate of this?
It was 2 different forms of magic encircling themselves.
Thank you. Okay, because I was like, if they were looking at this, for instance, somebody who was super religious and super Catholic would not risk tainting some of these symbols to make them something else. So it was, are they changing and replacing some of the symbols with runes, or were they making them? That was one of the
Yeah,
things
it
that I
was-
wanted to. Yes.
Yeah, it was a lot of like them being used together and amplifying each other.
Instead
If
of
I remember
I'm
correctly,
changing
instead
out
of-
Mars for
For-
the Shield Maiden rune of
Sure.
the wagon. Like
Exactly.
that feels like a very different kind of mentality if that's what they were doing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, I'm fascinated by this.
Holy
shit.
So yeah, we'll keep an eye out on that person.
Yeah.
And see if we can maybe find out a little bit more about that second person. But we don't really have any leads on that. And it's been a while, and I know that we have had a lot of things on our plate, but as much as I personally
Before you go any
loathe-
further, if you would like to pursue a different thread,
No,
okay.
I'm okay with it. This is just Jace being loath to be the one to bring it up.
I was about
Um,
to. I was. Yep, I was
but,
about to go there.
As much as I'm loath to be the one to bring it up, okay, maybe that's a little bit dramatic,
Yeah, you used loathe real lately. There.
but it has. Jem, have you heard from Addison, or from Rebecca Chase about Addison?
Last thing you guys so the last thing was
The last thing that we knew of was there was a body in the hotel from ages ago that looked kind of like it could have been Addison. And
we
then
saw
got a
clothes that
text.
looked like they could have worn they
Mhm.
could have been worn by Addison. You found steak in the ashes.
And then we got a
Rebecca-
text from his phone.
That said,
But he
I'm
won't
good.
pick up. Yeah.
Like he
Mhm.
he won't respond in voice. He's kind of like that
Mhm.
shady guy you met off Tinder. Only responds in text, doesn't want to actually meet up or get on cam. Rebecca Chase delivered a note to Jem saying basically like, don't forget, like, want your help.
Mhm.
That was at the end of season 1. You saw Rebecca Chase and Victor close.
Mhm.
You know that Rebecca Chase gave Victor essentially her Rolodex of every important kindred and their secrets, and just handed that shit right on over to Victor, as in, please find Addison. But as far as leads, you've got the casino. You got the Hard Rock. That was shady as fuck.
Mhm.
And you have the potentially Second Inquisition, at least Vampire Hunter stake that now Victor has.
Victor has, yeah. But you haven't heard anything else from Rebecca, Jim? I think we've put this off long enough. We've had a lot of other things on our plate and a lot of other stuff that's come up, but I think we need to actually focus on this.
To be fair, everyone in the city, it seems like, who has anything to do with the Kindred has also been busy and focused, so whoever has him, if somebody has him, has probably also been focused, or we've put it off for long enough that they too will have forgotten about him. If he's in hiding somewhere, if he's on an assignment that Rebecca didn't know about, he hasn't resurfaced. So, where do we start?
My first thought is
Kitty has her hand raised.
Yes, Kitty. I just.
Yep. Sorry. Who's Cat? I don't know.
Yep.
Addison name.
Oh, he was our coterie member.
Okay.
Before he was one of the original coterie members, and he disappeared a little bit before you showed up.
Just gone.
Kinda.
Okay.
We and Jace will go through telling.
Hey.
I don't know how much you want to be told. Like,
Cat has seen the episode, so I know
exactly.
what's going on.
For everybody else, Addison was a original coterie member. He was turned on the same night. He sold his immortal soul for I think $100,000, or was it? I want to say it was more than that, but like
I don't think it was.
I think for him, was it 10,000?
Yeah, it was less.
Because then he gave it to me.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
she's
right.
like, I know.
Sold his immortal soul essentially for, you want me, you either have to kill me or give me $10,000. Luckily, he was talking to a Ventru, which is the business immortal types of, they're like the Illuminati of the vampires, and they were like, okay, cool, and then wrote him a check for 10K, and basically was like, okay, now later on, if you want this done for you, give me the $10,000 back. You'll have to buy this. So they got their money back at the end of it anyways, because Ventru.
Oh, and also for a Venture, it's $10,000. It's not like it's even
nothing. Like it's like, oh, like 2 pairs of shoes, or one really good pair of shoes.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is some Versace, like from, or the original designers. Like these are.
Yeah, it's an original Versace.
Yeah.
And then he ended up going missing off screen. The player had real life awesomeness to take care of and is doing all his acting good stuff, so wasn't able to actually play with us on our schedule. So we left his character out and about, and come to find out he's missing. And the coterie found a lead that took him to the Hard Rock casino, or the Hard Rock hotel, the Hard Rock cafe and hotel, whatever they're calling it in New Orleans. It's not really there because it was destroyed, but in our world it wasn't destroyed. Because in our world, the Kindred were like, dude, you can't build underground. We know this. We would live there. You can't build it don't build a base. You fucking, the building fell down. So in our world, that didn't happen. Surprising no one, you actually can't build that far underground in New Orleans. It's been tried before. It's failed before. And Hard Rock was like, nah, we got this. So the Hard Rock was completed. And in the very few first months of it opening up, we know that the Hard Rock is ran by the Ventru. We know that much because they offered it to you as a haven. But you took the independent route.
Never finds that out. I hope Kitty never finds out y'all turned down a hotel casino.
Well, so Kitty would know who the Ventru are. They're the Blue Bloods. They're the original kings. They're very fucking uppity, and they were trying to buy them by giving them the casino. They were trying to buy them like, we own you. You live in our house.
Never mind.
They took the independent route and said, no, fuck you, we're going to take the bar, we're going to fix it up, and then turns out, oh, this is the Princess bar. Oh shit, okay. Well, we just picked our side, I guess. But you know who owns the Hard Rock. You know it's shady. Cameras went missing, or not cameras, but videotapes went missing. you know that somebody took him up there, and he never came back down. But you don't know for sure if that's him that was dusted, because a lot of the tapes exiting were also missing as well. What is it, Jem? No, sorry, no. Nope, thank you. The question was, you didn't see him taking you up there. The shadiness that you saw was them taking the La Sombra, Alex, upstairs.
But also, weren't we like pretty sure that the body that we found was the like senator he was supposed to be meeting?
You still don't
Rebecca?
know.
Oh, okay. I thought that.
Still don't
It's
know.
it's a thought, but it has not been confirmed either way. It's a good theory.
Addison was sent to basically be the secret gay lover of a senator. Senator of Louisiana, maybe probably not the best thing to be openly gay. So he was sent to be kind of getting close, and then the Hard Rock was in the mix as well. All you really know is that's the last place that you know Addison sent you a text that you know was Addison, said the Hard Rock. You know the Venture owns the Hard Rock, but by the time you could actually get over there, he was not there. And looking around to the rooms, you found out there's a dusted ass vampire corpse with a stake.
So my first thought, and I know that it's incredibly mundane, but is we text him and we see if one of us can do some technology bullshit to see where the text came from.
You mean Find My iPhone? The app?
Kind of, yeah.
That you can type in the number?
Yeah, but I don't think he was dumb enough to turn it
Maybe
on.
not him, but whoever's pretending to be him, if it's
you know
not
that he
him.
didn't really give a shit about security.
Yeah, remember he like gave out his address.
This is also true.
We could try.
When it came down to revamping his technology, he installed cameras. Like his security, he's like, you need to fix your security. You just told a Nosferatu where you fucking live.
Yeah.
He's like, I'll just add cameras and then just let a Nosferatu walk inside his fucking like crib.
This is also true.
He was pretty,
so
maybe
maybe he did leave Find My iPhone on.
I will say this.
He left the GPS tracking on. We're like, oh, never mind.
I want somebody.
And have you tried to find my iPhone?
I want somebody to roll me and I just want one roll. I want a
religion.
I want an intelligence occult.
Bro.
Not me.
I volunteer as tribute.
Chase, no, stop.
Because of the information you've learned about the kindred and what they can do since then.
Also, didn't he have one of the bloodstone things on him when he left? You asked permission.
Don't last for that
they don't last for
long,
that long. Okay.
Let me triple check how
we
long
also
they
have
last
89 luck dice.
My internet is garbage tonight. So this is because of all the things you've learned about what the kindred can do since then. Surprising no one, the kindred kind of keep to themselves and their own clans and don't associate with other clans unless it's like business deals, espionage, or just betrayal. But you've seen a lot of what other kindred can actually do.
Okay.
So this is there was something that happened in season 1 that Addison did not put together.
Okay, got it. I got something in my eyeball.
But something that he told you guys about, and then in recent nights you've had another occurrence of it.
Okay, and I have my hunger at 2.
You can put that back down to 1.
Lit. Okay.
You guys are all at 1. You guys would have had time.
Because I was almost at 3. That's not good.
Okay. And you said this was intelligence occult.
Yep.
Yeah, none of my specialties will go with that. I'm gonna go ahead and we have so many extra dice.
Use as many as you like.
So I'm
use
gonna
all
go
the
ahead
dice.
We have 89 extra dice.
I'm gonna use
so
80
I'm just
of
gonna
them.
go ahead and use 3.
Go for it.
Big spender, whoa!
Get myself up to an even 10 dice.
Yeah, those are great for rolls like, I want to roll this and I have no specialties in any of this. I'm gonna roll 15 dice.
not great.
Okay. What'd you roll? What'd you get? How
1,
many successes?
2, 3, 4. 4. 4
Okay.
successes, none of them crits, but also 0 crit failures. I rolled a
That's
3.
enough to put together with the recent. You're still in like research mode. So with the recent night's events, and the fact that what Jem was just telling you about, like people were on your roof and the cameras didn't see it. You remember that Addison told you that they didn't show up on camera.
Yep, that's proud to.
And then they open the door and they're sitting right there. He shuts the door, and that's when he sees them on the camera, and they're dressed in very like generic clothing. And then they come in, they drop the form. Nosferatu cannot go invisible on camera, but definitely when they drop the form, definitely look Nosferatu, like definitively pointy ears, bald hair, like. And then he insulted them, asked if they wanted to be a runway model.
Yeah.
So I miss Addison. That level of fuckery.
Speak when you're spoken to.
I didn't miss that part. I wanted Jace to like stake his ass in like episode 2.
Okay. So. Okay. I mean, yeah, because that was one of my.
Just something that strikes you.
Personally, that was one of Matthew's thoughts, was Nosferatu because no cameras, but also that was during the day. So Nos kind of, unless it's like a weird Nos thin blood, which would be weird. So you know, he'll tell the coterie that he has that thought, which is really weird and random for him, but also kind of on brand. Because we're in the middle of trying to think of where Addison is. He's like, actually, maybe Nosferatu thin blood on the roof.
Well, so you know that Nosferatu can be like, God, what's his name in Guardians of the Galaxy? Drax. When they stand very still, they are now invisible. They can, with higher levels, they cannot be recorded on electronic devices. But La Sombra themselves are distorted, which is the difference.
Gotcha.
Like why Alexi like didn't really. It took a while to figure out it was them on the camera, because Victor knew it was them because it's a fucking La Sombra obviously walking through. Because why is everybody fine and that one person's blurry as fuck? That's the La Sombra.
Fair. Okay. Gotcha. Then yeah, he'll like ADHD blurt that out and then be like, wait, sorry, we were talking about Addison. Find my iPhone?
Find my iPhone. I don't have an iPhone, so someone else is gonna have to do that.
He still pull out his phone. Turns out it's an iPhone. I don't know.
Crazy.
Hold on, it's still 2020. The 9
I have
times
a
out of 10.
BlackBerry.
Yeah. As somebody
Get out of this
somebody
coterie.
who had a BlackBerry. Thought it was the coolest kid because I finally got a BlackBerry and I fucking hated it and want to go back to my Motorola Razr. Hello. Done with this conversation. You children will never know how it feels to hang up the phone on somebody or smack that shit shut. You're just like,
very good.
Turning it off.
Sadly, they will now. We saw at the con. I saw the first flip phone, iPhone, or whatever, or like smartphone. I hated it so much.
Yeah.
I was like,
it's the new Razr. It's
I
the-
hate it.
So funny.
It makes me uncomfortable.
So funny.
It shouldn't exist.
I like
Then,
it
yeah.
because it makes you uncomfortable, so I'm gonna get one.
Like me. I'm so nice to you.
But yeah, he'll Jace will pull out his phone, and Matthew doesn't know how Find My iPhone works, so Matthew will look into it.
So,
Type in a number. You have to have like a password usually, but like
We'll see if he has it password protected.
So here's the issue: is that this would work if it wasn't. Matthew, do you have an iPhone in real life?
Yes.
Okay. Every iPhone has a password. They will not let you turn it on or do anything without one. You're okay.
Yeah.
You have to know that for it to work. So you can try this.
Yeah.
You will have to guess his password.
it's his birthday.
Can
No.
I
He's that vain.
No one would know his.
can I help because
Yeah.
She knew him best.
reasons?
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll say that Matthew or that Jace quickly becomes stumped.
Yeah.
And Jem, I will allow you to roll with a Addison specialty die, which gives you a 1 dice bonus. And then you can add no more than 5 extra
Damn it.
dice to this roll.
So is that included in the 5 so I can add 6?
Yeah, you could add, essentially you can add 6 to your.
We're gonna go ahead and say that's happening just off the bat. Just letting you know.
How do we want to? Where's computers at? Okay,
It's
you're gonna do
technology.
intelligence technology with a +6.
Um,
And the difficulty is still up there because you're not Addison to guess a password, but you can
So-
guess people's songs really well.
When I do the modifier, do I add 6 or do I?
It'd be 6 extra dice that you get to roll.
I'll just roll those separately. The
Yeah, that's
modifier
fine.
doesn't do shit. Okay, I'm trying to figure out Roll20, y'all. I'm sorry. I've only been playing this like.
I
a
really
year.
want to do 5e rules just set in fucking V5 because
Fuck. Well,
I miss modifiers.
that shit.
Where is
And then it's okay.
crits. So you have
Two
2,
successes.
3, 4, 5.
4.
5 successes.
And then one more. 6 successes. I don't think it's enough, but
You don't get into the account.
I know who would. Can I call Jamie?
Ooh,
Yeah.
Jamie would
You're
know.
gonna call his assistant.
And ask for the password for his missing boss from over like 6 months. Yes.
What'll be interesting is if Jamie is like,
Yeah.
he's not missing, he's at the office, in which case we have
And-
to go burn the office down.
and or Jamie's dead as fuck.
But
A
a
lot of
good
options.
fucking
Hold on,
call.
hold on.
Megan comes up with ideas, the rest of
called
us
Jamie.
I didn't call
So-
Jamie. I didn't call Jamie.
Who was the photographer that you called?
It
that you
wasn't
fed upon?
Jamie. I don't remember her name, but it was a different because we
Someone
switched.
else. Yeah.
I got someone from the bar. I didn't get a fashion.
Oh. Well, I wrote that down wrong. I wrote that you contacted Jamie
Yeah.
as.
No.
Oh no! I had it as you called Jamie to find a photographer.
Mm-mm.
Okay.
I was going to, but we did something else.
So you call. We'll assume that you have Jamie's number.
Well, because she had to be able to get into
Get in
the
the
apartment
house.
the first
Yeah.
time.
Because not like he was gonna let me in. He was
No.
So you have Jamie's number. It's roughly 7 o'clock at night, 8 o'clock at night, whenever
Mhm.
sundown is right now.
Mhm.
2 rings. Are you calling her or texting her?
It's a he.
Oh, are you calling him or texting him? Sorry, Jamie to me is always a fem name.
Yeah, it's his assistant who is like in love with him.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
I'm going to call.
Okay. 2 rings later, picks up. Hello.
Hi. Can I speak to Jamie, please?
This is Jamie.
Hi. I'm so sorry to bother you. This is Jem down at LaSalle.
Did you find him?
Oh, okay. We're working on it. I had a quick question.
Yeah, of course.
Do you remember the password for his iPhone?
I can look.
Yeah, if you could do that real quick, that would be awesome. Thank you.
I am not at the since he left. We kind of everything just fucked off. Give me 30 minutes. I'll give you a call back. I have to go down there. If it's there, I know where it would be at.
Awesome. How you doing, by the way?
Just trying to find better work. The new person they put in charge is kind of shit, honestly.
Hey, what did you do for him exactly?
Everything I could.
I know, baby. I know you did. But like, do you do any bookkeeping or anything?
Yeah, well, started as an intern, it's kind of everything, and then moved on to personal assistant, which is just everything but paid.
Fucking sweet. Yeah, come by tomorrow and we'll see about getting you a gig.
Oh fuck. Okay. Do you want to just see if I can find it and bring it over to you then, or do you need it tonight?
I could get it tonight. That'd be
Like
swell.
anything that would help him. Look, I
Yeah,
almost withdrawal level miss him.
I
So
know.
anything that I can find, I will help you guys out.
I know. Yeah, that'd be great. Thanks. And she'll hang up on him, just to give him a little Addison.
Yeah. Yeah. And then you get the impression that he's going to go back to the office.
Yeah. Okay. So we've got like 30 minutes until I get that, hopefully.
You guys never knew this, but Jamie was a ghoul.
Yeah, I had a feeling.
Oh, hence the withdrawal.
I figured.
You know
Hence
that?
the withdrawal.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Fuck.
And in my mind, and David's not here to not confirm this or deny this, everyone that he had sex with, was close with, or anything was a ghoul.
I mean, absolutely.
The only reason I don't think so is because Jamie was his touchdown.
Was that his touchdown?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's worse.
Yeah, Jamie was like,
And it's an emotional withdrawal.
Oh,
We've all
fuck.
been there.
oh, hard. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, Addison couldn't function without Jamie, and Jamie can't function without Addison either. But I
This
think
sounds like a toxic relationship.
really sounds like the healthiest one I've ever had. So whatever.
No.
We found a Matthew, Tristan. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh. So for 30 minutes,
Mhm.
Yo-Yo's working. Is Hammy here?
Emmy's not here, no.
Damn it. Okay. So I was just gonna pull up a chair and watch the show.
If you need me to call for a ride, I could. Like, if it's Siren, I need some entertainment. Can you make that happen? Yeah, sure.
But if there's nothing else you guys want to talk about or anything, for not a real 30 minutes, but if there's nothing else you want to have planned,
You don't want to fill 30 in-game minutes waiting for that phone call? This is the slice of life episode
No.
where we're all just at the bar. Start a timer.
We can do a slice of life. It's literally going to be awesome. It's going to be me sitting here like this for like 4 hours just watching you guys
That's
do
a
our
lie. We're gonna call on Fred and Spot constantly.
Okay with that.
Do you guys want to see Fred do tricks for the next 30
Yes,
minutes?
of course I do. Get your
Well,
real
absolutely.
cats, set up, focus your camera on them. Let's go.
So if
My
there's
cats
nothing
are good
else,
at two things: eating and sleeping.
Eating is a trick.
so if there's nothing else you guys want to do, the phone will ring 30 minutes later. Okay. 30 minutes later, your phone rings, Jem. Hi, it's Jamie. I'm running upstairs, but I told you 30 minutes, so we're doing 30 minutes.
God, you're amazing.
So okay, I'm gonna put you on speakerphone real quick. And you hear him like digging through drawers. And
Casey's gonna very quietly tell Jem, "Hey Jem, ask for the address of the office." Or do you already know that?
you guys would know the office. You
Yeah.
guys-
Do we
it's
know
the
how
one
to
that's
get
on
in?
his business cards. I mean, I can. She's gonna like. She'll just write.
Mute. Just
Yeah.
mute yourself.
Hold on 1 second. I'm pooping. She'll mute.
Okay, yeah. Not the first
um,
Addison, and you just hear like Addison used to shit on the phone all the time. Then he didn't all of a sudden. It was weird. Not weird. It's like we lost that level of intimacy. You just stopped sitting on the phone with me.
Okay.
In real life, just Addison had to stop having the shits.
Note to self: if you had that relationship before you were a vampire, you've got to fake it after you are. Okay, just so your partner does not feel like it's their fault. That's very important.
He doesn't love me anymore. He doesn't shit on the phone.
So anyway, I'm telling Jace. I mean, I can break into a building. That's not hard.
Oh, I can super break into buildings.
No, I
Do
know.
it all
I
the
just
Well, Jem has a specialty to break into buildings.
Because of
I'm
her
just-
feeding type, right? Because she like sneaks in and is like
And
Yeah.
she gets a
Sandman.
bonus.
And then I cut their hair. I'm the midnight barber.
I just the only reason I asked is because I'm now beginning to worry that we're about to listen to Jamie die on the phone.
Oh, most likely. But
Okay,
I also
got
have
it.
What?
What are you talking? We knew this was a possibility.
No,
I
I,
just-
did not.
Hold on, I
have
think I don't know if you're still pooping. Don't.
Oh, you know
don't-
what? Just I got to a logical stopping point. What's that?
Well, if it's this, and you hear a snap, and then like a like a little metallic snap, like a bone snap, but like he's opening something. I have to
Okay.
specify because now his life is at risk. Sway was unaware.
You hear a snap, and then low
Silence.
laughing in the shadows. Well, we lost Jamie.
And you hear like flipping through papers and papers and papers. I don't have his iPhone. Try this one. I don't know how many chances you get. Try this password. And he gives you a password, and it is not it.
Nope, that's not it.
Okay, well that's not it. Then this one isn't it. This one
Try.
isn't it.
I love myself.
You remember?
Don't
Do
I don't.
you remember him
He
logging?
did not love him. So who are you?
Hey, you know
Who are
what?
you?
Sorry, there's this drunk girl in the bathroom with me. Just a minute, ma'am.
Like, why is multiple voices in the bathroom shitting with you?
Siren's gonna tap out really quickly and run upstairs and start searching for.
He has nothing up there.
No. Specifically, there were photos of us. There's not photos of us, I don't think, on each other's phones, unless there is. But there were photos that were taken when we, and there's our legal paperwork. She's gonna see really fast if she can find a clear enough photo of his face to trick the facial recognition software on the iPhone.
You don't have his iPhone.
Oh, it was not his iPhone. Fuck. Yeah, you're right. Never mind. I went to
Jamie?
passwords and I was
It's
like,
not
okay, I've got
recognized.
this. Never
It's
mind.
not recognized.
Jamie?
Jace is gonna
Why would
write
this work
down
on my phone?
on a piece of paper for Jem to ask if he remembers any shapes that he was typing in so that we can maybe guess the numbers that way.
Yeah, do you remember any did he do a star or a circle when he would do his unlock?
No, for his unlock, it was just a number coordination. You know, for the iPhone, you need a password.
I know, but
Yeah, but
it's
sometimes-
a nine number regular.
Some people go in
if
a
you could
pattern,
remember
yeah.
what his fingers were
Yeah.
doing. Hey, Jamie, sweetie, what's your birthday?
7/3
Yeah, whatever.
2001.
No, it wasn't. You were not born a year ago.
Baby.
Oh yeah, no, 2001.
2001. That would be 19.
Jamie.
Jamie's a kindred. Oh no! I
Yeah.
thought you found me. I thought you meant
Yeah,
my
Jamie
rebirth.
had him captive the entire time.
Okay, but have we checked?
But yeah, let's
Try-
try putting in his birthday.
Mm-hmm.
Then the phone does not unlock.
Okay.
Damn.
That
Yeah,
is
we
a
knew
once.
Addison was heartless.
Jamie would have put in Addison's birthday. Addison
Yeah.
would not have voted Jamie's
Well,
birthday.
again,
fair.
I'm just it was he had a great soft spot for Jamie. And I was
So
like,
the good
what
news is this is just find my iPhone.
Yeah, we're not
but
gonna lock it
You
out.
have one more chance. That terrified me. I want you guys to look at what just popped up on my screen as who's calling me.
Oh.
My job.
That's fun.
They probably need overtime.
Oh, okay.
Answer
no,
it on,
fuck that.
Answer it on stream.
No, don't. do
And
that.
let me tell them that I'm pooping next to you.
Hello.
You have an important message from the Federal Bureau of Prisons. Press 1 now.
I was joking. Don't do that.
Please don't dox yourself
Hello?
online accidentally.
This message is for you.
That's what I was just saying not to do.
That's why I set it off. It's a robocaller. They want overtime. It's whatever. So you get one more shot before you would have to wait a while.
Okay, weirdly.
At this point, I'm trying to reconcile what I know of Addison and what Sway knows of Addison.
My thought is
Well, let's let Jamie continue digging a little bit,
Yeah.
and also listen in.
You
to
still
see
there?
When he dies.
Yeah. Sorry. Hey, baby. Yeah, I'm still here.
Okay. Did that work?
No, but I do know your
Oh.
birthday, so guess who's getting cake on July?
And you just hear, I wish I was gonna fucking ask.
Yeah.
Just fucking,
Okay,
it's just,
hey,
flipping through.
baby, I need you to focus. Yeah, so if you could keep looking for me, that'd be great. Also, is anyone there with you? Like anyone else at the office?
It's just like the night custodian crew. They don't really talk to us.
Well, no, why would they? Is it the same custodians as always, or?
Jeff, are you and it's Phil, right? You and Phil working tonight? You know, what the fuck you care about? You fucking bitches. You don't fucking
Cool.
Ooh.
So
Yeah,
Jeff
it's the
and
same.
Phil.
Just
They
same
sound-
too.
Would
They
Rebecca
sound-
Chase know his passwords?
I don't think that they were password close.
I don't think Rebecca Chase cares if they were passwords.
Doesn't mean she doesn't
Accurate.
know it. Yeah.
It's accurate.
But also means she didn't already try it because she's smarter.
See,
than
and that's the thing.
most
Yeah,
of us.
and that's like what she's. I think like that's like a strong point for her. Like we've had other shit to worry about.
Yeah.
You
She's
still on
just, like-
speakerphone, or are you unmuting and muting, unmuting and
I'm
muting?
muting and unmuting.
Okay,
Yeah.
I just curious.
Who's Rebecca Chase? No one. Don't worry about it.
Got it.
God. Just have him keep digging and see if he finds anything.
Yeah.
I'm assuming we tried his birthday.
Addison's.
We did
Mhm.
not. We were told
You
we
have
would.
not tried his. You have tried a password you found. You tried Jamie's birthday, and you have not
Mhm.
tried anything else.
I'm gonna
When
laugh
we,
at 1, 2, 3, 4.
I'm gonna laugh if it's
Jamie,
like sizes.
if Jamie comes up bad, like if Jamie comes up and absolutely doesn't know anything else, we can try his birthday and then wait a little bit if we need to.
And you're like, I don't look. These are all just very similar passwords to the first one. It's like you just an exclamation point or a dollar sign. Actually, a lot of dollar signs, and then it's like you use the same word but not the same numbers for each time.
What's the word?
Oh, I'm losing you real quick. What? So I don't know if you would know the name, or if Sway is going to pronounce this right. No, it's not. Never mind. I was looking at designer brands and it was like Balenciaga. I was like, oh, I haven't heard of this one. I clicked on it. It's like Crocs and heels.
No, it's not.
What?
Balenciaga is phenomenal.
Yeah, they are
Okay,
great.
well there. Okay, I clicked on the actual thing,
He's a Balenciaga girl.
Yeah, he is.
Addison
Um,
absolutely is.
but I typed
We-
in Balenciaga and it was literally Crocs and heels. I'm like, and then I clicked on the name and it was SAS is a luxury fashion house founded in 1919 by the Spanish designer Cristobal.
First of all,
First of all.
Somebody really wanted their name to be Cristobal.
someone
Balenciaga
who's really Spanish.
very Spanish and born in 1919. I don't know if Cristobal was really a name.
My God, could you be more southern right now?
Or
Could.
more male.
I'm sorry, I don't know this.
Or more straight male.
Hold on. As somebody who's been to Greece and not Bahrain, Dubai, and Italy, I recognize some of these as stores that I have quickly walked the fuck past. However, Balenciaga was not one of them.
It's because they're not a store; they're a brand. They don't
I
have
walked
like
into
their.
I took my deployment money and I walked into the Versace store. Or no,
Well,
the
you
Armani.
went to Versace?
No, I went to the Armani store, not the Versace store.
Thank you, dead man.
And didn't realize that there were two Armanis. There was like the Armani, and then there was like the Walmart Armani.
Yeah.
And I went to the Walmart Armani side, and there was a tie for $500.
Mhm.
And I
Yeah.
did not buy that tie.
Unfortunate.
I'm proud of you. That is the right answer.
I could spend $500 on so many more fun things in Dubai that was not a tie.
Thank
Like
you.
a bow
Like
tie.
cocaine. All right. Was it a spinny bow tie though? Because I'm pretty sure those motors gets expensive.
They only sold the skinny ones. It was like 2019. It was only skinny ties.
She
Okay.
said spinny, the spinning bow tie.
Oh, spinny tie! I would have spent $500 on the spinny tie.
On an Armani spinny tie? Fuck yeah.
It would
Absolutely.
have gotten caught in your beard. You could never
I
have
didn't,
worn it.
I didn't have a beard there, but it got stuck in my double chin.
Like a what is it? Like a medicine ball?
Yeah,
Or like
the
a speed bag?
the speed bags.
I have to go. I have to stop the show.
Anyways, you got one more password shot. What do you want to do? It's Balenciaga with multiple variations of.
I think
Oh.
we asked Rebecca.
We can text or call Rebecca Chase.
Yeah.
We can go visit. I'm a delight.
Maybe
She'll love me.
This has been awesome. Yeah, when you have a chance, come by tomorrow, and we'll see about getting you some better bosses. Okay.
Hey, yeah, I'm so sorry. I'm sure it's Balenciaga was something. I mean, he wore them
and
a lot.
listen, the minute I hear something, I'll let you know.
Okay. I
Okay.
really appreciate it, and I'll let you
Yeah.
go. And then you hear, yeah, Phil, what do you need? Click.
Hey, so
Right now, we're taking a
Jamie-
field trip, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
No questions asked. This is
We're
the,
also
like,
calling Rebecca Chase.
yeah, this is like
Yeah.
the second time in as many days that Siren and Jem have immediately been on the same page of go to this place right now. Like, it was
We're
back
gonna
to the
go.
bar. Like, yeah.
And then
You
I'm
need me
just,
to call
I'm
us
just
a
fucking
car?
with you guys. Look, I don't want you guys to go down there.
Sir!
Phil, the custodian, did not kill Jamie.
Swaystifer?
By the time you got down there, you wouldn't have
Yeah.
found Jamie, and then we would have tried to like a lookout episode for Jamie.
This whole episode
And
is about to
that's
turn
what-
This would
into.
have been at
That's
house
what the
jacking
person
off to
who's-
pictures of
that's what the
Addison.
person who's running Phil wants us to think.
We're
On
on
to
to
you.
you.
I didn't want to derail. Like,
Then I'll call Rebecca.
the phone answers. This is Rebecca Chase.
Hi, mommy. It's
It's Jem. Hello, Jem.
yeah. Hey, are you free tonight?
No, what can I do for you?
Do you have Addison's phone password?
Yes, of course. What do you need it?
You. I knew it.
Hold on a second. She's gonna mute and then just like, and honestly, just like bend over and bite the table. Ah! Yeah.
So
sorry.
she's definitely already tried this.
Sorry about that. I was going through a tunnel. Can you just send it over? Like text it to me real quick,
No, what do you need it for?
so I can track his phone.
You can track a phone?
Oh, Mommy Vamp is so out of time.
I can if you give me the password.
You can track a phone.
That is Kitty laughing like she's now on the ground.
So how about this?
I never would have thought about this before.
How about
This is
also
sarcasm.
find one of your underlings and have them explain how to either turn off or turn on your GPS on your phone, depending on which option you want.
100%. Like,
Yeah.
I never would have thought about doing this, especially in the kind of world that we live in where people will constantly try to find you with your electronic device. I never would have thought about this.
You know what?
Balenciaga exclamation mark and then the number 1. If it's not that, then it's number 1, then exclamation mark.
Now I can't tell if she's being sarcastic or not about
No,
the.
she's definitely being
I
You get
sarcastic.
you get the tone of like, no fucking shit, the
Oh.
Nosferatu exist and Second Inquisition. We're not just going to be tracked by our cell phones.
Yeah, but also, to be fair,
She's also old.
Addison's an idiot. So,
Well,
She
Yeah.
may have
like,
been
if
assuming
She's smart.
competence.
no, I know she is.
Yeah, but she lost him.
Yeah.
So,
But
okay,
also,
cool.
like, she might think that she might be like, there's no reason to. Oh,
No.
she might be like, there's no reason to track his phone because he would have turned that off.
Yeah.
No.
Okay. Well, thanks.
Thank you.
Yeah. Kiss. We'll do
Goodbye.
dinner or something.
Yep. Thanks for not finding him sooner. Thank you. Bye. Click.
You know,
Bitch.
I had started
I
to
feel
like
like
her.
Jamie.
I had started to like her. Now I remember why I did not.
I mean, you guys, I've been around for 6 months. The first time we tried to find Addison, so I'm kind of on her side.
It's almost like things have happened.
Mm.
You've required our attention.
It's almost like the players were trying to give the original player time to reappear, so we didn't have
Yeah.
to do this storyline. So we're gonna leave it at that.
Happened.
Like,
Happened in
Yeah,
the
I mean,
world.
we always intended on like a find Addison when
Yeah.
Addison was going to come
Yeah.
back, but
but we did
That's
keep putting
okay.
it off to give David a chance to
Yeah.
re-enter the world
Cat
of the.
isn't judging any of you. Kitty's just a judgy bitch.
No, I know.
Accurate.
I'm
Okay.
saying I'm saying that for everybody, especially new friends. That like,
Yeah.
hey, we didn't do this because.
Yeah.
so you found out it's either Balenciaga exclamation mark number 1 or number 1 exclamation mark. Which one do you try?
Oh, gross. He went out of his way to change his password from numbers to words. Weirdo. You can do that. It's
This is
fucking
on
weird.
you. This is on you, man.
Let's do one. Let's do it with the number at the end because Addison's dumb.
Bet. Go.
Not
Do it.
dumb.
Jace thinks things about Addison.
So which one are we doing first?
I think we're
Number
doing the
at the end?
explanation point. Yeah, explanation point 1.
Let's do this. All right, chat, you have 1 minute
Oh,
to run a poll. Is it 1 exclamation mark or is it exclamation mark 1?
You know
Oh
what you
my
have to do.
God.
Make the right decision.
I usually do this. If you can figure out the words of my passwords, which is good luck. It's usually 1 exclamation mark 1 or 2, and then that, and then it'll only take you 5 years to figure out the
Look
words and the
into the hip-
capitalization.
That's what when I was teaching, because you'd have to change your password every month. That's what they would suggest you do is make the word the same, just change the number every month.
Mhm, mhm.
back whenever I was at UCF, this was so dumb. The same word, but I would put
Yes,
fall
go ahead.
2018, spring 2018.
Brilliant. You're a
Because
genius.
I would remember
Listen,
because
man.
we had to change it at least once this semester.
My problem
Uh-huh.
is there are certain I have an order in which I change things. I'm not going to tell you about it out loud because I've been recently hacked again.
Yeah.
But it's keeping track of which companies make you do which things. So it's
Also,
like it's the
fuck
thing.
you, chat, for
Fuck
making
you
me tied.
guys.
That's for making it.
Yay.
It's a 50-50 split, and
That's funny.
Okay, so
but Dead Man
which
contributed
go ahead.
Look
500,
into the hypno bunny.
I
Make
did.
the right choice.
and Voodoo contributed 5,000. So I need to know who did which, because technically that changed the balance.
Yeah,
Oh.
Dead Man and Voodoo. Which one did you do?
They tied.
Yeah, but I don't think they tied.
I was telling weird shit.
We said exclamation. No.
We should-
Yeah,
Yeah,
we said
we said
exclamation
exclamation
one.
Said,
one.
yeah, you said symbol first, number second.
Mm-hmm. Because that's him being smart.
I made it tie.
I didn't
Dead
vote.
Man.
Yeah, wait, which
Okay.
one did you vote for though, Dead Man?
Which one did you vote for,
One
Voodoo?
explanation
Oh,
point.
1 exclamation mark. Dang
Okay,
it.
So did Voodoo, though.
Okay,
Oh.
so but you guys did it the other way around. You did symbol first, number,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
which is incorrect.
Ugh.
I guess the
So the
chat,
chat
just
was
wants
right?
Addison to die.
Well,
Apparently.
No, the
well,
chat was right.
Here's the thing: is that the chat sided with me. I knew what I wanted. I was going to give the chat a way to help you guys out. They did not.
Ah.
So you don't. It says you can try again in 24 hours.
All right. Well,
We'll just go to sleep and wake up.
and
Try
Somebody
again.
roll me an intelligence occult.
I got you.
Not me.
I got you. And
Hey.
because we have fucking 96, 97 dice.
Use 5 of them.
I that's the plan.
5. Go for it.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's my regular dice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm using 5 of them. Fuck
Heck
it.
yeah.
We're down to 92.
They don't
Oh,
have enough people to
no.
fill day watch. Is the issue?
Okay.
There
Well,
you go.
that one's
Fuck that.
completely
You're not
fine.
going in.
Sucks to
Not on
suck.
Day Watch.
Okay. So
Hire more people, bitches.
I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 successes and 1 crit success. So 7 successes total.
Where
no
would you-
crit
Ooh.
failures.
Where would you go if you were looking for people to help you hack phones and locations?
I mean, the Nosferatu, obviously.
Oh, the Apple Store.
Also that. I mean,
Both
like, the
very
Nosferatu-
valid
The,
responses.
the
Genius
Nosferatu
bar.
are the obvious ones, just
But also,
because they,
but also the NOS.
The Nosferatu
because-
behind the Genius Bar.
because that's
Yeah.
their.
Oh, no,
'cause that's
Tristan,
their
I'm
whole
good.
Thing. But also, Jace
I've
does
got-
not.
82
them.
points. No, it would definitely. It would. Any information or help would come at a cost.
I mean, also
Okay.
past that, Jace isn't necessarily he has not ruled out the Nos as suspects. So
Well, if we go, then I can see if they like the songs I gave them.
okay, yeah, yeah, why not?
No one has a hacker friend yet.
Not
Yet.
yet.
We're working
There
on it.
there is another source that you could go to that Siren knows. and has Gould.
Oh.
Oh, right, I have a whole fucking private detective at my disposal. Here's my thought, though.
Keep forgetting about that.
Yeah, he's a jackass.
He can hack the phone?
He probably
He's
can
just
run
a
some
private
stuff. Here's my
detective.
thought. Actually, that's not a bad idea, not being able to rule the NOS out of suspects. We do both. And if one of them gives us false information or different information from each other, we'll be able to narrow down that's where they're lying to us.
We're going rabbit hunting.
Basically, yes.
Who? The NOS and who?
And my private detective.
Trying to figure out which one of them are lying to you?
I don't think he's lying to me, but if he doesn't trust the NOS, if he doesn't trust the NOS, yeah. If he doesn't trust the NOS, we can see what information the NOS give us differently, maybe.
You know for a fact that they're never going to talk to a kind, especially a kind investigator.
No, they're not.
NOS?
We're not going at the same time. Like
No.
half of us go to the
Yeah, I'm-
NOS and half of us.
No,
and
I'm
she-
saying
Oh,
I can
okay.
text him and say, see
Yeah.
what you can find on this man and send him off on his way.
Yeah.
While we also I don't need them to be in the same place at the same time.
Oh, okay. I thought we were. gonna
Oh,
have like
God, no.
No,
No.
You find
fuck.
him. You find him.
I'm not about to tell the
No,
NOS we
Sway.
are also using a kind detective.
Wait,
this-
we've got like over 90 luck points. We're splitting the party.
Wasteful. I need you to assume competence on the part of the players. If we're trying to catch the NOS in a lie, we're not about to fucking bring the trap with us. Bring the bait, bitches. Like, no.
Yeah.
Okay, so you text your PI. Do you have his name?
He's
Yeah.
Eddie Valiant in my head because
He-
that's
in my head, he's also Eddie.
Yeah.
Valiant.
His name is actually
It's not his.
Eddie.
it's
I
not.
think his name
Addison.
is Eddie.
Did you
It's
name him
Addison.
Eddie? I feel like you named him Eddie. He is
Yeah,
now.
it's Eddie. Why not?
We'll call him Eddie. It's
Yeah.
fine. He's in my head. He's Eddie Valiant, but never met Roger Rabbit. And
Yeah,
he's still
so
just a drunk.
exactly. Thank you, Eddie
Yeah,
Valiant, but
fair.
not the post film hero version.
Yeah, he's the beginning Eddie Valiant, where he's trying to rip everybody off.
Yes, he's bad
okay,
Eddie
so
Valiant.
You text Eddie V, and what do you say?
I'm not bad. I'm just drawn that way. I say got a little favor if you're interested. I almost got real gangster right there. It wanted to come out.
You're
I
talking
wanted
to
to-
Eddie, not Spot.
I know.
Spot sits on your shoulder and reads the text that you get back. Yeah, and I'm looking for a little taste there. Toots. Except you don't hear that. All you hear is tweet, 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 tweet.
Spot, chill. Get back over here.
It's fine. I heard the same voice in my head just reading it. Got a little time to spare to meet me down at the Sav?
Just on my way. This is all you get.
He's probably already outside. Just like
He
waiting
doesn't
for
shorten
it.
it. It's not OMW. It's on my way.
Fuck him. All right.
He's in his 40s, man.
Still, learn the lingo.
Wow. Okay, well, first of all,
I'm
when
kidding.
when you type in OMW, it just autocorrects to on my
I
way.
know. I'm kidding. I don't actually
Exclamation
care.
point.
I don't
It
actually
does?
care. Yeah, it does on a lot of places. I've tried to do OMW and it will correct it on my way. I'm like, that's not what I want.
I just
Yeah.
type it on my way.
I wanted to sound hip. I would like to say,
Cool.
Pixie does not actually give a fuck. Like,
Yeah.
So you want to go to the NOS. Who do you go to in the NOS?
I'm going, and I want to talk to Id and Ego.
Okay.
We
But
don't have any other contacts other than Inigo and
Candide.
the
yeah.
Primogen, which we were specifically told, hey, bother someone else.
Yeah.
No. Candide never told you all that.
No, I know. We were told by like Id and Ego and
Id and Ego told Victor that.
no. When we met Id and Ego, the person
yeah,
who was
it's
like,
just-
oh, by the way,
Yeah,
you know
we
you
can
don't
help
have to
you
go
out.
to her every time, right?
Yeah.
I was like, but I don't know anybody else.
making friends is hard. I like to go to the
Hard.
familiar stomping grounds.
I'm paranoid.
Addison could have had a Nosferatu contact, but he literally told her to be a runway model, and she wanted to throw him out whatever story building he was in.
Well, I guess it's my turn to be the social one. I'm ready. Let's go.
You would have a better time befriending the Nos than anyone else.
I really would.
You
no,
as
Jem,
cat.
you bring presence. There's difference. You bring
It's
presence.
true.
You have already indebted yourself into them. They like you.
Jem is the only
Okay.
reason anyone will probably ever talk to us. And we know that.
Yeah, she's the
Meg,
friendly
no one is discrediting you at all,
Well,
ever.
let's be real. The Nosferatu doesn't want to talk to Siren because she's Toreador and they find them
They'll vomit.
disgusting.
Yeah.
Jace is a diablerist and blood sorcerer. Kitty is new.
Yeah.
Well, the only reason I wouldn't ask Kitty to come with me is because they are in the mausoleums and she doesn't like being underground or in closed spaces.
I don't like being in close
That was not
spaces.
good for her last time. And I don't think Jace wants to go.
None of you guys have ever been inside of the mausoleums.
Yes, we went last week.
No, they went and took that shit inside.
Except we went inside.
No, we were inside because Kitty was freaking out.
Okay, you guys
Because
went inside.
I even said I will leave. I will leave so that Kitty can flirt with Inigo. And you, before Kitty could say it, you were like, "She's not staying underground and in closed spaces. Are you crazy?"
Yeah, I meant that as in like it took the record players away inside to let you guys talk outside.
I figured he took it to like his bunk. Like
He
in my
very well might
mind,
have.
it's just like this weird underground honeycomb of.
Well, if we're staying above, if we're not going inside a mausoleum, I would go.
Yeah,
I would
Because
also like
I
to
think
be.
they're chill.
We will retcon
Neon.
this. No one has ever entered into a Nosferatu mausoleum.
Bet.
Probably it
All
would
right.
be cool.
That
if
is
we
that
went
is a larger
downstairs.
thing that just
Yeah,
Okay.
I would like to be nearby. Just
Oh
because.
well, I don't want to leave Siren alone. So what I'm gonna
I'm
do,
fine.
I'm gonna.
I'm at
No,
the
no,
bar.
come
I'm
with.
okay. You can
Come
go.
with. You
Go
and
with
I
Siren.
can be outside
Yeah,
of
go,
the
go.
graveyard,
Okay, then
and then the two of you can go inside the graveyard.
and I am taking Spot, and I'm gonna put him on Siren's shoulder, and tell him and like speak actually to animals. Be like, if anything bad happens, just come get us at the graveyard. And I tell him which graveyard, very specifically.
Is there a reason you're leaving me with a watchbird?
In case something bad happens to you, he'll come get me immediately.
You're new. You're cute. You haven't actually seen me handle myself yet. I like it. Thank you for the bird.
I got you. I'll look at after the little songbird. Got you.
Aw.
Nothing's gonna. Is that fucking cat here though? Cause I'm gonna fuck him up. I told him
Right
this is
in.
my shit.
Siren has
Right.
no idea
You
what's
want
happening,
to-
This is the game.
but she likes
You
the
and Siren
attitude.
Both live here. You and Fred both live here. You have to get along.
Yeah. He's a tenant. I own this place. He fucking lives here.
Oh my god, you both think you own this place. All right, cool.
I have shit on here longer than you've been alive. This is my roast. And he kind of like keeps like, this is mine. That's mine. This is mine. That's mine.
I'm gonna turn to Jem and be like, I need to stop ghouling animals in here. And just
Giving
remind me
ghouls
of that.
domain.
I need to stop giving ghouls a place to live. And just goes.
This is the house for wayward ghouls.
Really. Because I was thinking about ghouling a nice, like, giant dog next. We'll figure that out later.
So, leaving Siren alone under the watchful eye of Spot the Kestrel, the guard bird of Bourbon Street.
Guard bird of Bourbon Street.
This is the children's book version. It's just Fred and Spot.
Mhm.
Here for it.
I'm putting
I-
Fred and Spot in Wonderland.
You all
Wonderhole.
need ghouls. I want you all to have ghouls by the end of next week. All of you must have ghouls. Jem, you can have animal. You can have animal ghouls.
Yeah, but then they'll go crazy. I'll make Cujo.
You don't look. I don't know why you think that's going to happen.
Because you said it was going to happen. We
Because-
think it because
and
you
the
said it.
literature says that, and because it's
and-
true.
And
They
because
will
they
get the
don't
same-
have ghouls.
They will inherit a smaller form of your derangement.
Awesome. I would love to do that to someone.
Still, to be fair, the reason I don't have kids is because I don't want to give them the
Bingo
cancer my
boingo.
parents had. Not wanting to give someone the thing that gives you hell is a valid reaction.
I don't think you've told them what your the chat what your derangement is.
We're all
Okay.
figuring it out piece by piece as it
I
comes.
just-
You gotta buy me a drink first. Absolutely not.
I've bought all of them. They're just over here and going in my mouth.
Well, then that doesn't help me.
It helps me. It feels great. So who's going to St. Louis number 2? All right. We'll skip to it. You guys officially get there. Now, what transportation are you guys going there? You just
I'm taking my bike.
I call Hammy and tell him to meet them outside.
okay.
So he can
I'm
come in for a
already
drink
there.
afterwards.
Jem and Jace, do you guys want to take Hammy's ride or you want to leave Hammy here with Yo-Yo?
Yeah, Hammy with a yo-yo,
Okay.
obviously.
Siren, you get a show. Jem and Jace, I'm assuming you guys are walking. It's not that far away.
Yeah.
Unless you take a luber or a oofed.
Don't ever say the word luber again.
I
Luber.
wasn't a big fan of oofed myself.
You're fired.
I like East with an umlaut. East.
That's actually good. That's a good NPC name. the next
My
character.
name is
Oofed.
Luber.
East.
Oh my God.
I'm writing that down. That's going to be a second Inquisition name. Oofed Luber.
We murder him on sight.
He might be a Nazi.
He might be a Nazi.
Ooften Luberstein. Well, no, that wouldn't be a Nazi. Luberhaven. Hagen.
Luber. Just Luber's good.
Luber. Just Luber and Oofed is fine.
A Cane Corso? We are not entering a ghoul Cane Corso into this game. Cane Corso is a huge dog. They look like the goodest boys in the world. And, yeah,
Oh no, I could
But
dance
why
with
not?
him.
because they could take down a gangrel if they were gold.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure.
So I heard
Yeah.
yes.
All I'm hearing is Sway as a coward. All right, let's.
All I'm hearing is I need to find this dog.
All right, so you guys go to St. Louis number 2. Very quickly, you guys are
A ferret.
allowed to enter in
Sorry.
by the custodians.
I'm staying outside.
You know for a fucking fact that they are no longer custodians. They are Nosferatu themselves. The kind take care of it during the day, and the custodians, the Nosferatu labor force, the grunts of the Nosferatu, they take care of it at night. Like the bodyguards look like janitors, and that's a very dangerous issue.
That's what we would be doing if we were in that that's you just guard the graveyard for 500 years. That's your
They
apprenticeship.
think they're the main characters of the New Orleans story, one leaf at a time. Could you imagine being immortal and just be like, fucking leaves? I could have done this in the military. Like you just like brush the leaves away.
Yeah, man, me right now. I mean, what? Never mind.
And then one of the custodians escort you to a very familiar mausoleum. It's a double door mausoleum. It's one of the larger ones here. And Ego is actually already standing outside. You don't see Id, but you see Ego.
Hi.
And he goes, "Oh, you're back.
Yeah,
Did you bring me presents?"
I brought you
I'm just messing
a
with you.
hug.
That's amazing. I think you should hold on to that for next time.
Yeah, no one wants to.
And he like holds out his hand for a handshake.
Okay. So give him a handshake. First of all, did you meet Kitty last time?
And he
We shook
looks
hands.
he looks to Kat and he goes, "Yeah, you really don't like it here, do you?"
I
love it.
I'm
It's
so
okay.
glad you're having a great time.
It's okay. None of us bites. Okay, yeah, we do a lot.
Unfortunate.
And he raises an eyebrow. Well, he raises the muscles of where an eyebrow would be.
Oh God.
Like an eye gets smaller and another eye gets bigger, and it's
I'm
kind of
good
weird
out.
because there's
I'm
no
good
eyebrow.
out here. It's just the possibility of being enclosed that I don't like. That's all. Not you.
We might have a workaround for that. But what brings you to our lovely little Death Haven?
Well, I wanted to see if you liked the music I sent.
You know what? There were a couple tracks that I absolutely loved. Id has not stopped in listening. And then you hear like the stone just slide. And then you hear the music from behind it, and he looks. And just the slightest little like, and then it shuts.
Okay. Well, I'm glad, and I wanted to ask for another favor.
And he goes, "Okay, we can do this." And he sits down on one of the they're not caskets.
Yeah, with the above ground stone.
The stone
There's a
caskets.
word for 'em.
There it is. The stone body holders. And he sits down and he goes, So yeah, body holders. I said it. And
Get out.
his extra jointed fingers kind of just like, so you finally actually come to the Nosferatu for something.
Yeah.
And he does like this. And when you're like trying to look around, you see like 5 custodians just kind of like walk off.
For the record, she never like after he did the handshake, she's not looking at him. She's looking around him.
Okay.
Like she did with Grin, and she is now terrified.
What, you did the handshake with Grin? You're terrified now, or
No, she is
the
now.
deal? Oh yeah.
Yeah, this is not fun. This is not the water park that I was promised.
It never gets easier.
Kind of sarcophagus, non-portable.
Yeah.
So what can I help you with? Is this a help for all 3 of you, or oh, you're still
Jason's in
outside?
here.
Okay.
He knows you're there. Are you?
I mean,
are you
yeah,
shitting me?
but like, but I just don't want. I don't know. That was persuade.
It's rude to
So it's
comment.
just okay. Because so before we start, Kitty, not cat, Caddy.
Caddy. Ugh.
I hate it. There's a word for modern day above ground permanent resting places. So it's just still okay. We'll go with casket. I was right. So he goes, is this for you personally? Is this for the coterie, or is this for Jace because he won't come inside the cemetery?
Who are you asking? That's Megan. I thought you were. Are you asking?
He's asking Jem.
Oh, I thought you were asking Kat. Or Kitty. Oh, it's for me.
Okay. Kitty, if you would be so kind as to explore the St. Louis Cemetery. And he goes, oh fuck, I had the name. He goes, hey Duncan. And Duncan comes over and he's just like he's playing with a yo-yo. And he goes, yes, and kind of catches it in his hand. And he goes, would you show Miss Kitty, she's one of the coterie and hounds of New Orleans, if you could kindly show her around the cemetery. If you could, don't bring her inside. Oh, I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it to you. Okay. And then Kitty, do you off with Duncan?
She like when the Jim's like it's just for me, Kitty's eyes squint just a little bit, like that's bullshit. But she walks away. Like, she's like, all right, sure. I'm not gonna put any depths on my name. Why not?
And so as Kitty walks away with Duncan, he looks back to you and he goes, so how big of a favor is this?
I mean, it's not something that I can do myself, so.
But is this something you could do without us?
Maybe.
Okay. Well, let's just say, because of how close you were with with my progenitor, you'll tell me what it is, and I'll tell you what the fee might be.
Okay.
You did have some debts that weren't completely paid. However, with Grin's passing, those have been alleviated. But barring any case that I die, we should be fine. However, if there's any debt that is unpayable to me for whatever reason, the debts will be owed to id. And if any case those debts are unable to be paid to him, it would be to Candide.
Okay.
It, it, seems like he's covering his ass in case dealing with you all kills him.
Okay.
It seems like he's covering his ass in case dealing with you all kills him. He, it, it seems like he's covering his ass in case dealing with you all kills him. He, it, it seems like he's covering his ass in case
Oh,
which
that's
he's
fair.
fine with, apparently. He just wants to make sure the paperwork is in order.
I mean, he could die
Seriously,
every day.
Respect.
I love this
Yeah.
man.
He could die every day.
God damn.
Ego is the businessman that Grin never could be.
I just want him to peg me. I asked for so little in this life. All right. Yeah. Do I have the phone, or did
You
Siren
have
keep
your
it?
phone. You know that you can do Find My
right,
Phone from
right,
any.
because we don't have his
Mhm.
phone. That's the whole reason we're
Yep.
fucking doing this.
Mhm.
Can you find a phone for me?
Is it? Do you know if it's active or if it's just an inert block?
We don't know.
Okay. Well, before we go any further, let's see if this is something that can be done. If it's just a piece of plastic and metal, I'm not going to be able to help you find it in New Orleans. Do me a favor. Text the number that you would like to find.
What's up?
And he goes, okay, so let me ask you this: the check mark in the bottom, is it solid, or is it a circle with a check mark? Like, has it been delivered, or is it just still being sent?
Basically, does it say delivered?
That's an excellent question.
It would say that it is delivered.
It's
Not
been
read,
right.
but
It's been delivered.
okay. And then as you look at it, it becomes seen.
And seen. Someone has the phone.
He goes, then yes, I can help you find that.
Okay. So, what do you want?
Oh, how important is this to you? Do you want to tell me who the number is, or would you just like me to find it for you? Am I finding a phone, or would you like me to tell me which person I'm really trying to find?
We need to find Addison.
Your coterie member,
Mm-hmm.
Rebecca Chase's progeny. Okay. Would you be willing to tell Rebecca Chase if we were able to locate Addison, or what has come of Addison? Would you be willing to tell Rebecca Chase that we were inherently helpful in this matter, and be willing to set up a sit down between herself and just the Nosferatu representative to be chosen at a later date?
So you?
Or Candide, whoever is the better fit for the situation.
She's gonna roll her eyes. Yeah. Okay. Yes, I'll get you a meeting with Rebecca Chase.
Okay, we can 100% do this. Do you have the phone number?
She'll just show him her phone.
Okay, and then he pulls out his phone, and it's an old school like flip phone. And he types it in.
How
And
hard is it to type with your scaly sausage fingers?
buttons.
Do you still
And-
use P9?
And it's like it's very much like this is like a regular phone size, and he's very much like
Oh, poor baby.
And then as he texts that, you hear a ding ding ding, like another text notification in his pocket. He goes, okay, now let's talk about time frame. What amount of time would be helpful?
As soon as possible.
Okay, as soon as possible, we can do that. When do you think you'd be able to get a meeting with Rebecca Chase?
Well, wasn't the meeting reliant on you doing a good job? So don't you have to provide evidence or lack of evidence of an Addison before I can give you a meeting and sing your praises?
Of course, but how quickly would that from the How quickly would it take you to arrange a meeting from Rebecca Chase upon satisfactory production of the evidentiary support?
If you give me Addison, I can get her within an hour.
Okay. Is this location of Addison or is this location of Addison's phone?
I'll take both for 200, Alex.
Fair enough. If you could do me a favor and let's just say go back to LaSalle. We can actually arrange an escort if you would like.
I'm a big girl. I can walk myself.
Just at hospitality of domain. And we'll be able to get back to you as soon as we can. What is your, if you don't mind me asking, what is your goal in all of this?
Find Addison. We all line up and take turns slapping him around for the next 2 years at least, making us worry.
What happens if it's, let's say, the Chantry who has Addison?
Why do you think the Chantry would have him?
I'm just curious of what your next step would be.
Well, that's an awful big step. And I don't know if you've noticed, but I'm a little simple. I'll get to that bridge when I get there.
Out of all of the coterie, you were the only one that Grin could actually stand, trust, and communicate with. So I'm going to give you the same. What would you do if it was the Ventru who had one of their own locked behind a door, strung up and being tortured on a daily basis?
Well, from what I understand, that was kind of on par with his relationship with Rebecca anyway.
It really was, yeah. What happens?
Why are you asking?
I'm just trying to see where your next goals would line up after finding Addison. What happens if it's the prince and he's actually inside the clubhouse right now being flayed alive, or being left after being flayed by Hancock?
Do you ask these questions of everybody that you make deals with?
Trying to figure out where your allegiances may lie. What would happen if it was the Nosferatu and we had him staked in one of these lovely mausoleums?
Well, if that was the case, I can tell you without a shadow of a doubt, you would lose all of your music privileges.
And he smiles and he kind of like leans next to one of the mausoleums. He goes, I do not want that to happen. But what if he was right here? And he taps on the mausoleum and kind of scratches and he listens. What if he was right here?
Is he?
What would you do? Would you still allow me to have a meeting, Rebecca Chase?
That's the deal.
Would you uphold our deal, or would you then try to renegotiate terms after that to possibly end up in my getting a new tan?
You seem a lot of things. You seem very intelligent, and so did Grin. I'm still trying to figure out how all of this works, but I don't think that you would kidnap one Ventru just to get a meeting with someone who wasn't even Primogen at the time he went missing. I mean, you're good, but I don't think that that's necessarily the move.
No, it'd be a complete waste of time,
yeah,
and energy and resources. However, we do have a outstandingly large amount of mausoleums that we could fill with every kindred inside of New Orleans.
No, thank you for reminding me. Every time I think, oh, they were Grins, so they're not that bad. You say shit like that, and it reminds me that you are. So, to answer your question, I will not fuck with our deal, regardless. I'll be very honest. I've lost hope that you're even going to find an Addison that I can slap. So, a deal is a deal. But if you're going to start asking me questions about if I'm a good partner for burning down the Camarilla or turning the city inside out. I don't know that I'm going to be able to give you a lot of good answers,
And
especially for someone that I know so very little.
he stands up and he looks down and he looks back up to you and puts his arms behind him and he goes, I ask these questions because you're a hound. And more importantly, you're the daughter of the prince. And my standing here is just the forgotten son of a former primogen who is now dusted by, well, the prince's personal hound.
What?
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Hancock was more than just a annoyance to the city of New Orleans.
Dad's hound?
Officially, Candide was the only one that had hounds. Unofficially, if Hancock were to search and find who's really going to stop the only and oldest Malkavian in New Orleans. The fact that you all saw him at his weakest mental moment in possibly his entire livelihood and were able to take him down with the help of the new sheriff and almost the entire kindred society as a whole chasing him through the streets of New Orleans. If it was any other night, possibly wouldn't have happened. And we would still have to be dealing with Hancock watching everything, whether he was physically there watching or not.
Starts shaking and just sits on one of the tombs.
You get the impression that he is terrified of Hancock.
Well, Hancock is staked somewhere. I think he's in the Chantry.
You don't know. You saw him staked, but
Yeah.
you don't know where
Dad,
he's staked.
the prince knows where he is. The
Do
prince
do we remember who took him?
the prince.
The prince took
did?
him,
Okay,
and
got it.
you believe that it's the Chantry. However, Jace, you would have not heard anything about him being in the Chantry, and with the recent turnover of the Tremere to a new primogen,
Sure. Got it.
there's a lot of like, where is he? And the only way to know that is to ask the prince.
I swear if he got lost in the paperwork shuffle, I'm gonna burn this city down.
The prince would not allow him to just be like, hey, you know that guy we had? Where did he go?
Yeah, but
Which
now I
one?
have concerns.
Not Billy, the guy that that tried to kill everybody.
Yeah,
no, I haven't seen him in a week.
Now I have concerns that if he used to trust him, he may not be so willing to let him just be locked up.
Now, oh no, the paranoia, it's kicking in.
Welcome
right.
to Kindred lifestyle forever.
And ever. She's gonna blush of life so she can breathe, because just the act of doing that calms her down.
Fair.
And then stand up and, okay, so I get you a meeting with Rebecca Chase as soon as you bring me evidence of Addison. Deal?
Addison's phone, correct.
She'll hold her hand out.
And he shakes yours and he goes, okay, go back to Le Save, and if it's been delivered, I should have an answer for you within the night.
He just goes.
Okay. And Kitty, we're going to switch over to you. Do you talk to Duncan at all, or are you just kind of like walking around
Yeah,
looking?
100%. It's literally me trying to get Duncan's life story as I'm walking. Quickly, make Duncan's life story.
What kind of questions do you get? Do you ask him?
Like, is he from New Orleans? If he's not, where is he from? Things like that. Just like dumb, simple talk because I've been kicked out of the conversation.
He goes, actually, no, I'm not from here. And you get like very, like, he's another stereotypical Nosferatu.
Yeah.
Pointy ears, like from the movie. But he looks younger. Like he looks like a Bats boy, but in better shape, right? He goes, actually, no, I'm from. It's kind of boring there, but I'm from Ohio.
Oh, okay.
They all call me Duncan, but my first name is Donald.
Donald.
Yeah.
My first name's Elizabeth.
Very nice. I'm actually. I wouldn't say I'm one of the older vamps in New Orleans, but I come from a long history of kind that were off and on pretty important throughout the world in a lot of ways, but throughout America. Family kind of goes back. He just starts talking to like they
And
develop
she
toys.
she like genuinely listens.
Oh, if you genuinely listen, he is in 1929 in Middlefield, Ohio, a toy developer created a yo-yo, and this is Donald Duncan, like junior.
I love that.
So his entire family is yo-yo royalty.
I love that. That's
Donald
awesome.
Donald Duncan Jr. When I created him, I was like, it's never gonna come up, but I know he's the seventh son of the Duncan yo-yo.
It's
factory.
delightful that you know and that you had that in mind, because we will figure out ways to know these people.
I needed more NPCs, so I just and if Jem hadn't named yo-yo, that probably never would have came up. Hey James, thank you for that. Oh, converted a Prime sub to a tier 1 sub. Look at that.
Ooh.
We're going to take a quick break, you guys, just so everybody can dehydrate properly, and maybe get a snack. So we will see you in about 10 minutes. I love your faces. Go take care of yourself, and we'll see you soon. Bayou. Here on Rep RPG, we are just coming back from our break, where before James the Tree God decided to gift us with tons of subs and thought he could get out of being thanked. So we're not going to allow that to happen, right? So can we get some love in chat for the lovely James the Tree God? Get some love in here for Deadman and Voodoo and Tristan and everyone who has gifted us some love during the stream. We really appreciate you. Krista, thank you for sharing DJ Dirge. I have them playing up in the background to get rid of my I need music sounds. So where we left off was Kitty and Duncan, the heir apparent to the Duncan yo-yo empire, apparently, who's now dead.
It's really cool. And I can't lie, so that's truthful. I think it's really cool.
He doesn't, you get the impression that he doesn't get to talk to him about himself a lot. Or doesn't really, like, he looks like a Nosferatu, so he doesn't really have like non-Nosferatu friends. So he's like, oh yeah, trauma bonding, here's everything about me, thank you for asking, I love your face.
Oh, Duncan is best boy, and I love him now. Fuck these Nosferatu, I will protect all of them.
I'm also making contacts for us, other than the most powerful people.
Yeah. And he goes, actually, we're gonna throw a party here this weekend. I believe you're all invited anyways, but if not, I would love to invite you.
Yeah. Can I do you have some people don't have phones, some people do. Do you have a phone? Do you have my number in your phone? Your number
Yeah.
in your phone?
And he puts his number in there as yo-yo.
I love that.
You need
not
to
at all
remember
confusing.
that he puts his number in as yo-yo.
Okay.
If you would like to not
yo-yo emoji next to his name, so I know which one is which.
Put a drink next to ours.
Yeah, just so you like, he is not aware of another yo-yo in the city.
Yeah, it's fair. I'm not gonna tell him. I'm not gonna be like, oh, I already have one of those. So like.
Yeah, don't take that away from him.
Yeah.
In fact, we need to make ours change her name now. I feel like I'm on, at least around the nos.
I love yo-yo.
I know, me too. Just around the nos.
Our
though.
yo-yo has a knife next to her name. Actually, I don't think I have our yo-yo's number. Me and her don't interact very much.
Probably. I feel like some point maybe, but there's really no reason that you would have it.
Yeah,
like,
if I need to contact yo-yo, I'll just look at Jim, and be like, Jim, please, hello.
Just like real quick, I need desperately for us to decide if their couple name will be Ham-Yo or Yo-Ham. Because I think Yo-Ham is fun and sounds like they belong.
Johann Sebastian.
Yeah,
I don't
Yo-Ham.
like any of them.
I don't
It's gonna be Ham Yo.
Yomi.
Yocock.
What?
That's it. Hey, yep, that's it. That one.
Leave it to
Yeah,
Matthew.
It's
Just
not
throw cocks
Hancock. His
around.
name is Hamilton.
So.
But yeah, welcome back, everybody. So you quickly kind of you exchange numbers. Do you give him your number?
Yeah,
Okay.
he has mine. So.
So you give him your number. He gives you your number.
So are you
and-
picking me up, or I'll meet you at the front of the cemetery, or you invited me? So I.
He looks very confused and just like, if you could meet us here, that'd be
Yeah,
great because
yeah,
I don't really get out much.
that's fair.
Not everybody can just walk around the city and look however they want.
Fair enough. I'll
But-
meet you here then.
But yeah, it'd be great. And he kind of looks around. He's like, I'm gonna go now. Like looks away from you and just kind of like walks away. Like this is like the first non-Nosferatu interaction this man has had in forever.
I find myself back to Jim. Like, I was abandoned.
Yeah, you got
Middle of the
you got
cemetery.
left. Yeah, you got.
I was abandoned, so I made friends.
Duncan just straight up was like, and I'm out.
Duncan abandoned me.
Like, fuck, I don't know where I'm going now. Shit.
No, Jace, whether you try to converse or not, they did not converse with you, but there's been a custodian that's just kind of just chilling there, pushing the same like leaves around from like to the left, and then he looks around and see there's no one there, so he pushes them back to the right, and he looks around, there's no one there, and he pushes back. You feel like he does this for hours a day, just kind of like pushes the leaves, so honest to God, continuously looks like he's doing something. Like he's pushing the leaves, but he just pushes them from one side and then pushes them back to the other. And he pushes them up a little bit and then he pushes them back down to the fence line. It's just.
Man, that sucks. You got time to lean, you got time to clean, am I right?
He just kind of looks at you and looks back down to his leaves.
And that was Matthew. That was not Jace. But he's gonna have his notebook out the entire time, and he's like, I think he is trying to gather his thoughts on where Addison might be, like trying to like just do that sort of thing. But that's like not anything that we need to discuss. It's just so that you know what he's doing the entire time, just in his notebook.
And very well, I say very quickly, but then you see Jem and Kitty being not escorted like you're being made to
Herded
leave,
out.
but like yeah. But they're heading to the door, and you see that there's a couple custodians that are kind of sweeping up in that general direction, kind of making sure they get out okay, and also making sure they get out, and not just like, yeah, cool, see you later, and then hide behind a mausoleum or some shit. And then we turn it over back to you three.
So, how did it go?
I made a friend. His name is
Oh.
also Yo-Yo, but we can't tell Yo-Yo there's another Yo-Yo because they'll think it will hurt their feelings. I don't think they'll ever meet, so that's fine.
Okay. And Jem, how did it go?
He said he'd get the phone probably by the night.
Oh, okay, good. What does he need in return?
It's been taken care of. It's fine.
Okay. Okay. Did he say that we needed to go anywhere, or are we just heading back to the Sav?
He said to go home. Lissav.
Okay. Okay.
And are you guys heading back, or is there anything you want to talk about beforehand?
Heading back.
Okay.
He keeps starting to text Lucy, and then like like the entire way back, she's like, and then erases it, and texts something and erases it.
We were Jem and Jace walked.
Yes.
Okay.
We took
Do-
the
do-
air.
Do you actually physically start typing and then
Yeah.
erase it?
Yeah.
You get a question mark text from Lucy.
Mm.
You okay? Question mark.
Thumbs up.
Okay, and then headphones, heart, headphones.
Puts the phone away.
So now are you gonna tell me what the payment was?
Oh, he just wanted a meeting.
Oh, okay. That's easy. Maybe that's easy. I could be. I just threw my headphones. I that's me assuming. How? Okay. And he said that he could by the end of the night.
Most likely, yeah.
Oh, okay. You look. Actually, hold on.
Are
You
you
gonna
gonna
do
do
an
a thing?
Let me
You gonna
roll
do
to
an
see if I
insight?
I
ask.
want to do an insight.
Ooh.
Oh, like, are you
Okay.
gonna
No, I
do some
just-
oblivion shit to me?
No, no.
Ask me like
I
a
wanna-
person. God.
No, I want to. I mean, how obvious is Jem? Like, how obviously upset is Jem?
I would
Because
say
like
you guys.
obviously she was shaken at the end of that conversation with.
So
it or
Meg's
ego.
Meg's really good about displaying her character's emotion on her
Yeah.
face. I feel like if you're picking up on it, then Jace is probably picking
Okay.
up on it.
Okay, I mean, I really
the-
it was
you
just
get the
that I wanted to
impression
make
that-
sure that she didn't like clean herself up while she was being escorted out or anything.
No, she might even still be breathing. Like,
Okay, got it.
Usually
'cause
not a
it
bad
lasts for a
sign.
minute.
A bad sign with vampires.
Correct.
Fuck, you're breathing? Are you okay? Are you...
Are you breathing?
Jace,
No.
she's breathing.
Honestly.
DEF
I need
CON,
to
whichever
text
one is the
rest
worst.
Of the coterie. ASAP.
DEFCON bad.
Your Majesty, your daughter, she's breathing.
uh,
Um,
yeah, I'd say you get the impression that it didn't go. She got what she wanted, but it wasn't as good as she wanted.
We're feeling that's gonna be just a through line with the Nos boys for the rest of the season.
yeah.
The smirks.
Did they have an idea where he was already? Is that what's got you upset?
Oh no, I mean, no. He pitched some ideas, but no, he didn't.
Okay. Were they okay? Were they actual ideas or were they just him saying weird nos shit?
I mean, isn't that what everybody does?
Uh,
The older we get, the meaner we get, the less anything seems to matter except for making a joke or making someone else squirm just to see if we can.
not everybody. Iris doesn't do that. Vegas most of the time doesn't do that. I don't think the prince does it a lot. Just
No, I
whenever
don't-
he's trying to
I
swing
don't
his dick around to the
know
whole
what the
of
prince
New Orleans.
does.
So I mean, not every. You're like,
Yeah.
so I mean, not everybody.
He wore his gray sweatpants for you guys in the first episode, and it was very obvious who was in charge.
There.
It was actually, it just looked like a gray kilt. Like,
Yeah, it was just.
So I mean, yeah, not everybody does it. Just some people. But I think that might have really been a thing that they did when they were alive too.
stupid.
Yeah. You know, some people got to make themselves feel better by making other people feel worse.
How are you, by the way?
Nah. I don't know. Shit keeps happening, man. And it keeps coming and it don't stop coming.
To quote my favorite poet.
Into the
I don't know. Is this always just gonna be how it is? I feel like other people talked about how like things get so boring and you And I feel like we've not had a moment to rest.
Maybe we're just special.
Maybe. But if what he said was upsetting, you'd let me know, right?
I don't want you to worry more than you already do. And I'm seeing, knives in men's smiles as is. We don't need two of us paranoid and looking over our shoulder. Speaking of, I would like to look over my shoulder.
Okay.
And see if anyone is following us out of the graveyard.
Okay. Go
Why
for
I became French, I do not know.
It's a common coping technique.
Only French people look over their shoulders.
What am I doing?
Do a intelligence awareness, or actually, or wits awareness. Kind of up to you. Wits is more streetwise, anyways. If you're just checking to see if you're being followed, I'd probably do wits awareness.
Okay. 3 successes, 1 to crit.
Okay.
Hey.
So you kind of like nonchalantly look back, and kind of let your eyes go to the cemetery, and you try to make it not very obvious. And there are a few people that are following just because of the flow of the streets.
Yep.
You notice one figure when you look and you kind of like meet their eyes. They look down very, very nonchalantly, very like you don't know if they're following you and they just looked away or if they're just walking down the street.
Is it a kindred?
You wouldn't know.
Can I check?
Can you check?
Like, I don't know, can I do like a smell check or if they have a heartbeat?
You cannot actually.
Well then, fine.
There's no way for you to. They look. They don't look necessarily too pale. You're not too close to get like a heartbeat.
What does that mean?
They don't look like a walking corpse.
I was like, do you know who sired Siren, right? Like,
what I'm saying is like you don't know. Like, well, I mean, you can still be black and pale. Sorry, pallid is the better terminology.
Okay.
I just say pale because it's my bad.
No, that's fair.
He doesn't look pallid. It is a masculine form. He doesn't. You can't touch his heart to feel if there's a heartbeat.
And with my music.
All right. No, I'm kidding.
I'm gonna just look at Jason.
You have something in your eye? No, I'm kidding.
What is it, Jim? Somebody following us?
I will blink in Morse code. I think we're being followed.
No, my linguistic specialty is in Latin, not in Morse code.
Damn it.
No, okay. He'll
Yeah, but she's not gonna do anything with her head, so it's like
sure. He'll like he doesn't want to like immediately try and also oh man, I just got straight. Like he doesn't want to do that right after.
Why? It works every time. It's flawless, and they know
Romeo,
nothing.
it's awareness.
He'll give it a little bit, and he'll try and keep up conversation while he discreetly checks 3, 4.
For the record, I know the quote is "There's daggers in men's smile." Just knives came out of my mouth first. I just want to say that.
So
I don't lose my
either one works.
I don't know what the quote was. It just sounded badass.
Oh, it's from Macbeth.
Thank you. Yep.
Macbeth or
use
Caesar?
If it's Caesar, then I wouldn't know it.
Well.
That's why. Okay.
It's Caesar. There's daggers and.
I thought y'all as actors weren't supposed to say that name.
In a theater. None of us are in theaters right now.
I am Shakespeare.
Yeah.
Wait, this is theater. How dare you?
There's a specific thing about a stage that is part of the
Jason
superstition.
Jim just die
1,
right
2.
now.
Well, we already have at least 3 witches here. We're fine.
Okay.
It's fine.
So I used 2 extra dice because we had
Okay.
92 goddamn dice. So I'm
Yeah, we
using
did.
them.
We did.
And
I like that Meg and I both just literally threw back our heads and laughed like that was planned.
And I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 successes. 2 of those were crits, and I included that in my count.
Okay. You see. Now, I didn't describe the man. I should have described the man.
Yeah.
It is a guy in a. He looks like a little cross between like a local and a fuckboy. Like he's a
Fair.
Bourbon Street local.
Fair.
Not he like multiple pop collars because it's past that phase. But if we hadn't have passed that phase, like he's got a chain on, a collar. It's not
Puka
popped
shell
up.
necklace?
No, it's not a puka shell. It's like a Figaro chain. The 3-link one.
Matthew's
the
face
Italiano.
shift, by the way, to
It's the necklace that Sway always wanted in high school, and his parents wouldn't buy him one. It's
Now
the
I know you
3-link,
better.
1-link, 3-link, 1-link, 3-link.
Good for your parents.
Oh yeah, I was never gonna be that guy.
Oh no.
Sway likes metal and chains. It does not want a Figaro necklace. Anyways, he's got the gelled up hair in the front, like this swoop, and then boom. You get the impression that he's looking around. He's got his hands in his pockets. He's looking around, and he's looking around. He kind of looks at you guys again. He looks around, looks at you guys again. As he's like, oh well, he's really bored of the city, but yet keeps looking around at it, like very nonchalantly. But how many total successes did you get? You said 9?
No, it was. Sorry, I moved my dice away. It was 6 or 7.
6.
There is a guy behind him who he's wearing jeans, like cowboy boots, just like a band t-shirt. He's got some like some beads and like some leather on his wrists, and he's walking around and he's staring like he's got daggers in his smile for the man in front of him. He looks to you guys and then looks to him and just kind of like stares like he's following that guy. Jem, you didn't see that guy, but Jay saw that guy.
Here,
I don't want to interrupt this man's meal. Also, the thing that strikes Jace in particular about the Figaro chain guy is like, if you're a local, why the fuck are you looking around like that? Like you don't know, like you don't know what you're looking for. Yeah. Like he knows where he's going. He's being a fucking creep. All right. I mean, like, I'll just kind of keep that in mind. And if the dude behind him starts to like look like he's following us in a minute, then I'll change my mind. But I'm not gonna interrupt that man's meal. And he'll just kind of back to Jem and be like, "Oh, don't worry about it." But also, if you have concerns about something, you can always let us know, and we can keep you grounded. Because they might be, it's probably accurate. You've had a pretty good handle on some of that stuff so far. But also, I don't know.
You've actually brought this up before, and I need you to know what's coming for me, you can't stop.
I know.
Okay. Therapy isn't going to fix this, and
I know.
the grounding, someday it's not going to work.
Yeah, but today isn't necessarily that day.
Okay.
And I'm not trying to change anything or fix anything, but being able to help you out in the meantime. Having slight improvements doesn't mean fixed. Lucy has her music. That doesn't mean that anything's different. Just means that she has a tool that she's using.
So I need to find a tool.
Maybe. You don't have to, but if you want to, or that can be us for a little bit.
I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Do you need any tools?
I have plenty.
I am the tool.
I would say it's flowing through my veins, but I don't think it flows. I'm kidding. No, I think I'm fine. We'll see. I think the thing that I would need grounding on more is being told to stop. We'll see if that works, though.
Well, I mean, you may not listen to us, but I think eventually you'll listen to Victor. His fists.
Debatable. But that's for future Jace to find out.
That's future Jace's problem. Fuck that guy.
That guy sucks, am I right?
I'm okay. Thank you.
Okay.
Just
Yeah.
it's a lot.
Yeah. Also, I think that the person that you were maybe worried about isn't the person that's following us. Well, maybe he's following us. I don't actually know, but I think the person behind him is trying to get a snack.
Oh.
Yeah. So we can just keep on keeping on, probably.
I mean, I was gonna anyway.
Fair. It's not like he could do a whole lot to us anyway. All right. Well.
What is he, a true believer?
So do you guys head back to LaSalle?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, we get in the car. We get in the booth and just drive into the sunrise.
Is that a vampire Thelma and Louise? They just wait for the sun.
So as you guys head back to LaSalle, Siren, Eddie V shows up.
Hey.
Now, so Eddie, not Valiant. His middle name is not. You would never know that, but it's a old Irish, not Valiance. Can we get an antonym for Valiance, please?
I was literally looking it up.
Eddie
Cowardly.
Nope.
Irresolute.
So Eddie.
Incompetent.
Eddie is a balding, middle-aged detective in a brown trench coat with a sloppy suit and tie. He is that drunken noir detective that everyone just yep, you look like a detective. You look like a private eye that is never going to find shit. However, found Siren.
Yeah, I got sloppy. And he's good.
Well, I mean, he's good. Like, he's
Yeah.
still doing the job. Like,
Yeah.
he's still alive, so he's obviously not bad. So he comes up and he goes, so first off, I think your parents are going to be good for a little bit.
Are they alive?
No, yeah, they're alive. They just think you're in North Carolina.
I could do worse.
And after that, they'll find out that you probably went to Atlanta. And after that, they'll probably think you went to California. In California, being California is on the opposite coast, as well as a different culture and lifestyle that one could easily be lost in, for better or for worse. So if you're just trying not to be found, in 6 months you should be in California.
She hands him a pre-prepared old-fashioned with a drop or two of her blood in.
And he takes this. He knows, and he just drinks it.
Yeah.
It's funny since I've met you, and we've shared some drinks together. Found it a lot easier to get the answers out of people that I've been needing.
Well, New Orleans is a strange place. Blame the city. What kind of answers have you been looking for?
Just other cases. You're not my only case, darling.
I did ask him to look into something last time, though. I texted him about something. I wish I remember what the fuck it was. It was clearly not important. Oh, I asked him to look at cameras. I asked him to look into the cameras.
Yeah.
For this place.
Oh, for this place.
Yeah,
So I thought you
like
were looking
the street
okay.
cameras.
So he puts out he pulls out a manila envelope and he puts a picture down, and it's very clearly like a Google image of the street, right? Of the Google satellite view of Le Save. And he shows cameras, like he shows like little cones, and it shows that pretty much your entire bar is at some point covered by cameras. It's not like you're being extra watched. This is kind of, it's welcome to 2020 where there's a camera almost everywhere. There's not really a blind spot from the street level of your bar. However, it only goes up to like the mid window level of the second floor, and there's nothing that catches any of the top view.
Someone had to come up the ladder, though. If they're human.
So it looks like no one's going to. If someone were to come into your bar on the first floor, we would be able to find it after the fact, not be able to really prevent it. This bar is like, this is the local Cuban place. This place is the one of the gay bars up the street that's kind of pointing in the wrong direction. There doesn't look at shit at theirs, just mind you. And then this one is the country bar across the street. Look, those guys, they
know how to party, don't they?
Real drunk, real quick, real early.
So, yeah.
Decent music, though.
You've been enjoying it there, haven't you?
They make some good,
motto.
some real strong drinks. But as far as security-wise, I mean, you guys will always be able to see who came in your bar, at least front door. The back door, there's an alley cam from from the Cuban place.
How complicated would it be to set up a system where we could watch all these cameras from an office at Le Save? Essentially stealing their footage, but how complicated would that be?
Stealing their footage or just having your own?
Having access to all the cameras that already exist.
You're looking at bribes, you're looking at hacking, one of the two, or you could just set up your own.
We could set up our own,
on
but
Amazon for $200.
Yeah, but replacing or having secondary cameras already pointing around in a place makes it look like we have something to hide. Going and installing new security makes it look like we're trying to cover up a weak spot.
And he kind of like taps the shot glass, or the old fashioned. I don't have my rocks glass. It's in the bedroom, but he kind of like taps it. He goes, "There's not much that people are going to tell me no to."
It's fun, isn't
alluding
it?
to the fact that he's gaining your powers.
Yes.
Like he has awe now.
Yeah. Well, if
A
they're...
detective with awe is a dangerous thing.
Yes,
You're going to tell
I'm
me-
glad he's on. I'm glad he's on.
White man with awe.
Yeah. I'm glad he's on my side then, at least for now. So you're saying
you have his undying loyalty.
amazing.
You know that as a ghoul,
Does he understand now? Do they inherently understand what's going on, or because most of the ghouls know kind of like
he's starting to figure out that the drinks that you make him are special, and he needs them
real bad
to keep up with his specialness. He needs them about once a month. He doesn't know why. He just knows there's something going on, and whatever you drug him with makes him able to be Superman as far as he's concerned.
So, if people can't say no to you, accessing and getting our own backdoor way into those feeds quietly shouldn't be a super big problem.
You're not going to be able to view their live feed. They don't even view their own live feed. The gay bar does, but the country club or the country bar and the Cuban place, it's all security cameras for cops to look out after somebody's tried to blow up their building.
So what do you suggest? Quietly replace them with our own, or just add more cameras and
I
be
would just
super
add
obvious?
more cameras.
Ugh.
Hey, you're one of the only places on the strip that don't have their own cameras. It's not going to be. It's not extremely. It's suspicious that they're putting up cameras. You're trying to protect your investment.
All right. Well.
I will say this though: it's if somebody like me could go in there and get their cameras.
Yeah.
Somebody could just walk in here and get ours or hack into ours. You know, the Wi-Fi. It's.
You're not a fan of the hacking, or you know how to do it and you just don't like it?
I wouldn't say I know how to. I know people that can do it.
That'll
But
work.
lately I haven't had to. I just literally go in and like, hey, I need to see your tapes. And they're like, okay. And then I go get their tapes. But reviewing that would be really bad if you set it up for live monitoring. Somebody else could hack into your live monitoring because that's going to be internet based. It's going to be Wi-Fi based. A simple jammer could knock out your live view monitoring.
Yeah. All right, here, have another drink, sweetheart.
And he just sips on it. It's just up to you. You can have live monitoring or not, or you can rely on somebody else's tapes to catch anything that happens after the fact.
Yeah. Huh. Check with the rest of my team. Doesn't feel like a decision I should be making alone.
Yeah, Spot is still vibing on Siren's shoulder. Just kind of every now and then you hear a chirp. That's about it.
So,
Best boy.
he is best boy. So
We're gonna say this. Kitty, once you activate it, it's there for the rest of the entire night until you sleep.
Cool.
I love that.
We'll just say that.
I love that so much.
Now, while you guys are discussing this, at this point, the team has started to make their way back. And you see the coterie enter in while you're still discussing things with Eddie Non-Valiant.
I am up in the VIP room with him, quiet, away from the crowds. Yeah.
You guys have now entered the bar.
There you go.
I enter, I whistle, Spot flies down, you know we're here.
Oh, mommy's home. All right. Thanks for all your help, buddy.
This lady up here, she ain't singing no songs. She's over here talking to some snitch. He smells real bad. Smells like one of y'all, but like knots. He's up there. He's talking about some cameras. It's real. It just use birds. We're so much better. You just feed us. We'll tell you everything you want.
That's one of the reasons I didn't want to just install shit. Is I don't want to make the plans of we're gonna make some big upgrades and have everyone be like, we don't. Why? Especially if they end up being a vulnerability.
12 birds.
Yeah,
We're good.
it's fine. We're good. But
And Sway has to make a voice for
every one of them. That's an ideal.
No, you don't understand.
They're all gonna sound like Spot.
All the cats sound like Batman. All the birds sound like gangster from the 1920s. That's how birds talk.
Obviously, they're not real.
You don't understand how birds communicate. Just don't.
One more thing then for you.
Why did you talk like a bird all of a sudden? One more thing for you.
It's just my default is gangster mob doll because it's my dream. It's just who I've always wanted to be, and it just comes out very easily. The day I learned how to do a New York Yiddish accent I was done for. Anyway, thank you, Neil Simon. You found me. You're good enough at that. I need you to find somebody else and be as quiet as you can about it because he could be in a lot of trouble.
Okay, who is it?
You remember Addison when you first got here?
Oh, fucking Playboy, yeah.
Yeah, well, our Playboy may have played a game he can't win. Not sure where he is or who has him, but we're pretty sure whoever's answering his phone is not him.
You sure he just didn't mouth off to the wrong person and get the shit beat out of him and left into a ditch?
I have a feeling. I have a feeling if he had done that, his mommy would know. And she doesn't. His bosses would know. He takes his business too seriously. And they take him too seriously. He was an investment. If they're still looking, we're still looking.
Do you know how many missing persons cases just turn into the asshole got what is coming to him?
And if he did, at least we'll know.
Yeah, I mean...
But if he didn't...
I usually don't take cases on guys.
But you'll do it for me, right?
Yeah, no, I get it. Yeah, soft... Yeah, just a little sweet talk. I get it. But yeah. I'll do it. Do I get want a bonus after this?
Depends on
I want a bonus job.
No. Depends on the kind of job, but we'll talk. Depends on
just information. That's all. Things are confusing. That's all I need. But yeah, what kind of turnaround are you looking to get?
Faster would be better, but subtle is best.
I mean, what do you have to go on? I mean, you know him. I know him by face. I don't really know much about him besides
Last place
he's
when
a
and
model.
she rattles off last couple places we know he went without sending him directly into the tower. Do not talk to the venture. In case his boss has had anything to do with this, we don't want to
Do you
specifically.
mention the Hard Rock?
I mentioned that he was in the hotel, but we've kind of thought we've checked it. We're trying to be subtle there because there was kind of an incident. But the incident was like public. Like the incident was with like kind. Like so that's not something that it's going to be a big secret.
Well, he taps. He taps on his little city map that he's got. So you tell him about his business office.
Tell him about his business office and his assistant, not his assistant, but like his like where he was working because he has staff and people.
Yeah.
Tell him about if he's halfway good at his job, he'll know how to find this man's apartment. So I'm not worried about that. He'll find it. Tell him about us following the lead to the Hard Rock and then that trail going cold. But I tell him to report back to me if anything gets.
So he pulls out an address book or like a little paper brain planner notebook, right? And he flips it. He goes, he kind of turns it and points it towards you. And he takes out a pen, and you see that he's got a little mini dossier on Addison. He goes, okay, so this is his address. I can go look there.
Yeah.
This is his place of business. I can go there. Hard Rock, and he taps this, and he goes, this is a no-go. That is a dead end for fucking everything. I've had 2 leads for 2 other for another person. You're not getting shit out of those guys.
What other job were you working that took you to Hard Rock?
We had a missing, we'll say, dancer. Also, very loving individual of men for money. Look, we you know the bombing that we had in the city?
Yeah.
Doing missing persons for one of the dancers there. The other is some dude from Tennessee.
I can tell you to leave the Tennessee thing alone. You're not finding anybody.
Look, I know he's an old dude, but he probably just died. I just need to find some issue with him to turn back in. Like, I've already taken the deposit. I've got to finish it up. When he says old dude, you're like, you realize that none of those guys would have felt an old dude.
Yeah, no, that's why she dropped it. She's like, okay, interesting.
At this point, does anybody else go upstairs? Okay. Just saying if any of the everybody know, or Kitty now knows that Siren's upstairs.
Yeah.
Kitty, Eddie, Kitty.
Jem will text her and be like, hey, you good?
Putting just a capital P and an I emoji.
And he actually stands up and he goes to shake your hand. He goes, you're the new girl, friends with Siren here. What's your Kitty, yeah. And he shakes her hand.
Yeah, she shakes it.
And he immediately clicks on awe.
She slaps him upside the head. Not here.
You don't know that he's turned it on.
Oh, I can't tell?
You can't tell if a kindred uses their powers or like the shit goes. All you know is that all of a sudden, like, Eddie looks like he's trying to hit on Kitty. Like, he's trying to sweet talk you immediately.
Then my
like,
earlier statement still stands. She smacks him upside the head.
What?
The fuck is wrong with you?
I just wanted to know her name. Kitty from where? And he kind of looks at you, Siren, and just looks back to Kitty.
You don't need to know. Kitty from here and now, and keep that thing down.
And he drops awe. Like, you're making this fucking difficult.
It's not my job to make your life easy, sweetheart. It's my job to make you rich.
It's nice to meet you. This is the newest pain in my ass. This is Siren, who her parents lovely want to find her, and is paying me to keep them away. Now is hiring me to find one of your club members. And what else do I need to catch her up on?
Nothing. You didn't even have to catch her up on that.
Yeah, I knew that.
I'm just trying to be a Part of the friend group. Okay.
Manhattan.
Don't make me feel bad for him. Don't make me feel like he wants to have friends. Okay.
Wait, you get the very he was lying out his ass.
Thank
Like,
you, God.
Manhattan, answer your question.
Oh, nice. Fuck brings you down here to New Orleans to slum over the rest of them.
Siren raises an eyebrow really fast, and just kind of behind Eddie.
You guys aren't down there. He's talking about the general Louisiana and them.
No, but no. Oh, okay. Oh, she looks at Manhattan. She just. Really?
Yeah.
Later. Okay. So.
Harassed.
And so he sits back down and he has his notebook out and his pen, and he flips to a new page and he's looking at you, Siren. He goes, "So I can find Addison." And he's writing. He goes, "I can probably find Addison. Do you guys have his phone number? I can be hey, we want to extend your car's warranty." Like, that's going to be the new way to find people.
Yeah, I think the phone is a dead end. We've been trying that.
Okay.
Because I don't want to have. I feel like we would have discussed before we left. Don't necessarily want to have two different people tracking the same phone. If that's what the Nas are trying to do, I'm trying to still have him chase.
It depends. One could do it better. One could do it in different ways.
If he's just calling him, then yeah, sure, fuck it.
Okay, so you give him his number. He goes, "Okay. I have to get it back to you probably tomorrow. Some information. I'll let you know what I find tonight. I'll go look at these places a little bit more. Like I said, the Hard Rock's kind of probably a no-go. Unless you buy a room, you're not getting the fuck in, and I don't have the money to go to the casino. So,
well, maybe you're not as good as you thought, because I got in just fine.
Yeah, I also don't have your tits, so I'm going to go ahead and start.
You know, you can pay a girl for that and take her with you. They're called escorts.
Yeah, I'm trying to find one right now. Her name is Jenny, and she's been missing for over 3 weeks now. And you get the impression like, no, that's a little bit longer than 3 weeks, because that bar blew up a while ago. Yeah. So not exactly somebody's top priority, just something they want wrapped up.
Exciting. Well, I look forward to your call. Stop hitting on my friends.
Stop having friends that look like that.
I cannot guarantee that, and you know it.
Fair enough. Kitty, it was lovely meeting you. Hope to meet you again, and we'll talk about some other stuff.
I met you.
You did. I love that.
Because you can't lie! I met you!
That's it. That's how you shut down dudes.
Yeah, in my personal life, from now the fuck on. Hey, it was great meeting you. Yeah, I met you.
I met you.
I love that.
That was beautiful.
If somebody could put the quotes into, we're not doing quotes yet, but we need to put that in the Vamp channel of the best quotes.
Yeah.
It was nice meeting you. Yeah, I met you, Kitty. And so Eddie V walks downstairs, and he kind of looks around. He looks like he's thinking about getting a drink, and looks around and sees Jem and Jace and Yo-Yo, and he's kind of like, I got fucking work to do. Starts to walk out.
Really? That?
Really?
That?
Really?
Why?
Really?
Really?
She points at Spot. That?
That's useful.
So is
I'm
that.
fucking useful. Yeah, you listen to her. Fucking.
Listen, it was Ghoul him.
He can understand you also.
Yeah,
but
I said it.
You can't fucking understand me.
Listen. He happened to be both the problem and the solution. You've never had anyone like that.
I'm only this. Oh, you're not talking about me.
I'm
anymore.
not talking
Okay.
to the
You can't understand him. A problem and a solution. No, mostly problems.
Well, the solution is ghoul him, so the problem doesn't continue.
Or it makes the problem worse.
No,
Then-
not ghouling him, letting him talk to my
at the
parents,
moment.
killing him would make the problem worse.
Shush. As I'm trying to do a thing, you're like.
So was I!
As this happens, Spot gets tackled from your shoulder,
Speaking of problems,
and here comes Jeff. Not Jeff.
Fred. God.
Fred, you get off him right
Jeff
now.
This is my fucking bar.
Fred.
And he's like pinning the bird down. I've told you 3 fucking times. You look on the outside. I look on the inside. You fucking look here, you bitch. I don't want to fucking deal with this shit anymore.
If you could, I look at Siren. If you could understand this, you'd find it absolutely hilarious. I assure you. Just,
Oh,
I
it's
pick up Fred.
He's just like,
If you, I don't have a cat here right now. I like grab one. If you do that again, you're gonna be outside.
my city. I know where everything is. I know where everything. He looks down at Spot. I know where everything is.
I'm
And he kind of like tries to hop out of your arms.
I'm holding on to him. Do not attack the bird. Do not attack the cat. Yes? Yes?
Yeah, sure.
Cool. That is an actual order that I am giving my ghouls. Do not
Fair enough.
attack each other.
They do not. They
Right.
do not.
let the
But,
pet
like-
prank war commence. They're not technically attacking each
God.
other.
They will not directly attack each other. And then so Fred gets down, looks one more time at Spot, and kind of walks away down the stairs. And Jem and Jason sees this big orange tabby come up and sit on a bar stool, and just like survey the bar, just like looks at everybody. And somebody kind of like try to come up and pet him. Just
Got a ghoul friendlier cat.
Like I said, sometimes the problems get bigger. Sometimes not.
That's my biggest problem right now, is that my cat and my bird don't get along.
You are...
That is my biggest problem right now.
Boy, I
And
hope
then-
it stays that way for you.
Not beer.
and then your sire walks
Don't
in.
you
Don't you dare.
No!
I don't have any problems.
She said right
Fred.
now.
I don't have any problems, sire.
Shotgun.
No
Who
one knocked
cares
on
who's
wood.
far?
There you go.
Anything else? What were we talking about? Sorry.
I don't know, someone interrupted with animal mayhem. I was trying to do a scene, but
That's
whatever.
what happens when you have ghouls.
Um,
So Jem,
and
at
then-
this moment,
never mind.
go ahead.
Nothing.
Go ahead.
I was gonna be a dick. Carry on.
Jem, you get a city map sent to you. And
Still so Jace.
there is 3 locations that are, and you and the text below it, and you don't know this number, but the text below it goes ping between A, B, and C, and there's an A on the Hard Rock, there's a B on the business, and there's a C, and you don't recognize the building that it's on.
That's like it's triangulating.
No, not triangulating. Like it looks like the signal is being pinged between these places that he more than likely could be at.
And the one that we don't know, since Jason and I are from here,
Mhm.
would we know what it is?
It's not a business. It looks like a residence.
And it's not his.
It's not his. No.
Um,
It's on that side of town. It's one of the nicer areas of the town, but it's not his apartment building. No.
is the map that she was like? Is it a screenshot of a map?
Mhm,
Like
it's a
not like
screenshot.
interactable. Okay, then I'm gonna pull up my phone and using them, I'm gonna try and figure out like just on the Apple Maps app,
Mhm.
try and figure out where it is so to get an address.
It is.
essentially.
It's you get the address. It is
Perfect.
blah, 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 and
Yep.
it is
Oh, I love that place.
it is a older residence here in New Orleans on the nicer side. The more like it's not like so close to where not Venture but Addison
It's not Garden
lived at.
Row.
It's not, well, that's pretty much, well, I mean that's an area of Venture and Toreador.
Mhm.
It's in that area.
Got
I
it.
swear to God, if he's shacked up with someone,
That'd be so good. He'll look to Jem. Do we want to do this tonight?
might as
Okay.
well.
Okay.
And it's still relatively early in the night for you all.
perfect. He'll
It's late in the night for us, but early in the night for you all.
Yeah, it's quicker to, I don't know what they're doing upstairs, and he'll text the two of them. We have a lead. We need to go.
You have more speed than most humans. You couldn't walk up the stairs? Question mark.
There are people downstairs. This is faster. Said.
I walked
Also,
downstairs.
lazy. Said.
She walks down like 5 feet. Hello, I'm here.
Right here.
Continues to text. No, I'm kidding.
Looking Siren, we going?
Okay, so which location? We'll have enough time tonight for you guys to at least get to one location.
My
Probably
money's on
we
the
don't
house.
Yeah, my instinct
we
is
don't
the
know?
house.
Yeah. And also, we're not.
I don't want to go to the Hard Rock right now.
Yeah, I'm gonna say like we're not like leveled for Hard Rock right now.
I mean, well, honestly, my
Like this is
my
an
big
RPG. We're
thing-
like, that's a level 20 area.
That's the
My big
Hinterlands
thing, like-
dragon. Run away.
Yeah.
My big thing
It's
out of
fair.
character for the Hard Rock is like there's a lot there to deal with, and in
Yeah.
character is like I don't know if we necessarily have the the resources socially or otherwise to storm the Ventru Castle right now.
No, we don't.
Yeah.
But we can go make a really irritating house call.
Yeah, let's do it.
Right.
And on our way, I want to Google. I want to go on Zillow, see if I can do like. I want to try basically
reviews
find out
are.
who is currently residing there.
And what their pool looks like.
I mean, also that maybe how expensive their house is.
Yeah. Yeah, I want to
Maybe
go
we can
through.
buy it.
I want to go through their layout.
It's less a pool, but more of like a large hot tub,
Nice.
like an 8-foot by 10-foot like
Yeah,
hot
he's
tub.
here.
Nice.
He's here.
He built
You-
that.
it was sold for $1.2 million. It doesn't have a basement, but
Good.
it has a fully developed, what is the word, like when you have the basement, like the fully
Oh.
the attic isn't just like a storage space.
uh-huh,
The attic
uh-huh.
is like a whole ass other rooms.
Oh.
It's
Finished. A finished.
there's
attic.
actually apparently the person beforehand wanted to have a apocalypse bunker, but they lived in New Orleans, so they actually has like a safe room. That's where a lot of the money came from like installing like all of that boosted the retail value or the resale value. The hot tub it's gated in with 6-foot high privacy fence, where you can only see like from the halfway up the second floor windows above, from the Google Street View of the home. You don't see any like decorated pictures because it was like 12-15 years ago. But all the rooms are nice and spacious and big.
Is there a current owner listed anywhere that I can find?
You can't see that on Zillow, but if you would like to
No, of course.
do a intelligence technology.
You got it. Replace one of those with this. We still have 90 dice.
Lord.
So I'm gonna boost my 4
Okay.
up to 10.
Okay.
You want the key on this house?
I want to know who owns it. I want to know if we're about to. Also, I'm trying to burn through our dice. I want to know if there's a basically if there's a kindred owner.
Okay.
That is on the list. Is on the listing. Okay. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 successes.
Yes. Well, 4 would have done it. You get the current owner is LL Rice, and then after a little bit more investigation, it is Louis Lestat Rice.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
Got it.
Oh man, I am.
Got it.
I am
Where is
upset.
where is Hammy? Is he at the bar?
We
Is he at
gotta
the bar
burn
still?
some vampires tonight.
Is he at the bar?
Yeah, because Siren called him to go to the bar earlier,
Hammy.
and he's like sitting there, like slowly drinking, like obviously just there to like talk to Yo-Yo in between like her actual duties. Turns around, he goes, "I was just drinking."
Hammy, I love you.
Oh, you're sweet.
Wait, is Siren here? Is Siren downstairs yet?
Siren's still upstairs, unless they.
It's
They
depends.
both
Do you
walked
want me to be upstairs or downstairs yet? I can see it
Either
going
way.
either way.
No, I'm asking him for a ride, but that's also not my place.
Oh yes, I am downstairs. I enter
Yeah,
at this moment. Like,
When Kitty came down to make fun of Jace, just Siren followed and they just kept coming down.
Then she's just gonna, Siren, I need your hammy. We need your hammy.
Do you want to give her your hammy, Siren?
I want us to all stop referring to him as my hammy, as it
Oh,
was
he
established 2 episodes ago. I have not seen his dick, so he's not mine.
He literally asked you, yes, Siren, do you want her to have your hammy?
Do you want to go there right now? Really?
I mean, I think you have to have Vegas's permission for me to be your hammy. Currently, I'm still
I don't give a
his
fuck
hammy.
who hammy you are. I'm
Listen.
getting in your goddamn car.
Listen, I feel like your consent should matter, but I think she needs a ride.
Yeah, we gotta go.
Yeah.
Anger mom walking out. Well, I think she's just the Oprah Power Walker. I've decided.
Oh, that's fair.
Yeah. I'm gonna put that she has celerity, spell it wrong, and that's her version of celerity. Mall
He looks-
walking.
I'm also gonna put down misspelled celerity, but it's just iced coffee gay.
The Solari? Oh.
Iced coffee.
Coffee
gay walk.
No,
Yeah.
no,
That's why he's able to keep up with Jem.
correct me if I'm wrong. Yo-Yo's first name is Yolanda,
Yes,
right?
Yes.
it's Yolanda.
He looks over and he goes, Yolanda. And she goes, Hamilton, yes.
Oh,
And he goes, I'll pay for this here a little bit later. I gotta go do something for them. She goes, yeah, I'm gonna sit here and do this for them, so it's fine. I understand. Be safe.
I
got
love
you.
boss trauma, Johnny.
as
That
they
was beautiful. I am just gonna call over my shoulder though. We also pay you, bitch. Thank you.
As-
Like a lot.
as
like a
Siren
good
sits
amount.
as Siren sits in the passenger seat, she just. It's a
Well,
very
you also have to understand, like, Yo-Yo also has awe. She makes really good money.
yeah,
I
yeah, she
know.
does.
She makes
Exactly.
really
Yeah,
good money.
because
Sound like,
technically one of
"Oh,
mine."
Pushing my arm. I work
Um,
at a bar for these idiots.
She sits there and
Excuse me.
she looks at him and she goes, what I want to say is a line from Sabrina. Have you been watching Remains of the Day again? She's just, have you been reading
looks like
Regency
I'm-
romance novels while you wait?
Regions, no.
No.
Watch
Okay.
Bridgerton season 2 this weekend.
No,
Even
no, I
though
was gonna say
I'm still
Bridgerton,
catching
but it
up. I'm
hasn't
still
happened
catching
yet.
up.
One is.
There it is.
I don't give a shit. I'm still
Season
catching
one.
up.
No, I was gonna say Bridgerton, but it doesn't exist in this world yet. It's
Yes, it does.
Season
season
one.
1, not season 2. Yeah.
Also,
Which
the
is the better
books.
season. Yeah, the books are out.
And he
That's
goes,
what
no,
he's
no,
doing
no,
with his
no.
free time.
But have you seen Hamilton?
Oh my god.
And he walked, because I was looking at 2020 movies.
Yep.
And he got him,
Opens the
like,
door and yeets
fixes his
himself
suit.
out of it.
and he just kind of walks away.
Oh my god.
What kind of car does Hammy drive again?
Apparently,
What's that,
like a
Ford
nice
Explorers?
Escalade.
Escalade, that was it.
He drives the Escalade. Iris's
Cool.
crew drives the Explorers.
Kitty just lays herself completely out in the last row. That's how she rides in this car.
Apparently, Vin Diesel had a movie come out in 2020 called Bloodshot, and I had
Yes.
never heard of it.
Amazing. And the car ride, Jace is gonna give everybody the lowdown on the house and the owner.
So you're going to the house.
Yeah.
Okay.
Have any of you been in a hot tub since the oh yeah, hey, I can say things. Since you like alive,
No.
alive.
Also, oh my god, she's
Yeah.
riding with us. She's had a time. She's
Can you-
in the car.
You
I
see
feel
Hammy
like
with
I
like
missed-
both hands still on the wheel, turned around. You're not alive.
She punches him
Your
in the
guys'
arm.
rules still confuse me, so I'm still
The-
trying to figure them out. Okay.
What are you, werewolves?
Yeah.
Jace looks to Kitty. Now we have to kill him.
And all you hear is, "Bitch, you can try." I
No, this is
aspire
an
to be
actual question.
Hammy.
Have you guys been in
No.
a hot tub?
Have you?
No.
No,
Mhm.
because I feel like we need to. Like after we maybe murder whoever's in here, we should just get in their hot tub.
Oh, we're gonna murder him.
And then we're gonna hot tub. Whether or not it's Addison, we're going to murder him.
Oh, it's that.
Have you heard of Dungeons and Dragons? Welcome to Murders in Hot Tubs.
Honestly.
That was the original byline for Vampire the Masquerade. It wasn't Masquerade. It was
It was horror
Vampire
in Hot Tub?
colon
Or-
Murders in Hot Tub.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh God.
Two
And,
vamps
Yeah, I am
sitting
in
in
the
a
car
hot
with
tub.
Katie's sister is like, I feel like I missed on important conversations because I'm scared of getting in a car, so I'm really facing this fear right now.
I'm very,
Hamilton
very
goes-
proud.
Really proud of you.
He goes, so boss, how are we in a hurry to get there, or are we just going?
I think Jem says we're in a hurry.
Well, that's the boss, right? So, and then he kind of like looks to you, and he picks up the speed drastically, like because there's
pulled over.
okay, and like he looks for a second like he's very surprised, like he could get pulled over. You're right. Somebody could be brave enough to stop this vehicle.
Do it. I would ghoul a cop.
Yeah, they would.
At that place right now.
That's the one.
That's the line for Jem.
And so you guys, a couple minutes later, you pull up, and it is exactly what you guys have seen on Zillow and Google Images. It is cement and has like pillars, but a cement 6-foot high privacy fence going, and it's very square, going all the way around. And you see from the outside what looks to be a very beautiful house, but you can only see it through like the grate. Like if you guys were to walk up to the fence.
Are there any vehicles?
There are no vehicles parked in front, but there's also no parking available in the front. So
There are
And
call box.
and no street parking?
like a push, let me in the gate button.
Yeah. Is
Yes,
there...
yes.
Okay.
And no street parking?
There's no street parking in the front of the house. There's some
Got it.
cars parked on the side. This area, they all look very expensive.
Sure.
But you don't know, like they look expensive enough to park on the street and get away with it.
Yeah.
Not so expensive, like there's no fucking way I'm letting this stay on the street overnight.
Or
Could I-
yeah.
Could I climb this fence?
You could. Would you like to?
Yes.
Okay.
To get in. Yeah.
So Hammy parks, lets you guys get out, drives off. You always know that he's going to stay a respectable distance away for quick getaways and such. So this property is a square. Where are you entering? Like, how are you climbing over the fence? Where?
Can I roll like something with Streetwise to kind of find like the best way to break into this house?
Can I help her?
Yeah, you go for it. Tell me what you get. You can add a
Just Streetwise or use something else?
Streetwise, what is blah, 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 blah. Where is it? Let me look at y'all's sheets.
Streetwise is under the social skills,
Yeah.
Yeah.
but it's
Let's-
also like the way that you're using it isn't really a social thing.
Let's do wit streetwise.
With Streetwise?
We'll do that for breaking and entering.
Wonderful. I'm gonna steal 2 dice.
And since
Go for
Jem
it.
is helping, does she get like to borrow Jem's
I-
specialty
Yeah.
dice?
I rolled, but
Yeah.
I got a crit success.
Ooh,
Okay. So you will add 2 successes to whatever you get, Kitty.
Cool.
Nice.
So I got a crit with success and a success, so 3. Plus 2, so 5.
You know that because you have experience breaking in.
I do.
You know that you can get into that house. You can get in over the fence. The issue isn't like whether you can get away with it. The issue is anybody watching?
Mm-hmm.
You can't tell if anybody is watching.
Mm-hmm.
Most people won't watch the back of their house if it's enclosed like this.
Yeah.
But you don't. You get the impression. Does Kitty read? Like, is
Yeah.
Kitty a reader? Is Kitty like watching movies?
She used to be.
Okay, so you know that L.L. Rice is
Oh,
like
yeah.
Louis Lestat Rice.
Yep.
Like you, this is definitely kindred. The normal situations won't be here.
Mm-hmm.
You kind of have to take a swing on it of whether or not they give a shit about you
Uh.
breaking their house because they'll just eat you, or what kind of security they would have.
I look back at the 3 and like I can get in this house very easily. I can
Yeah,
get.
you
in
just
this
don't know
house.
what kind of security a
It is
kindred
just
might have.
what's inside or security they have that I'm not sure.
Maybe this would have been discussed on the way over. Are we wanting to maybe talk to whoever is inside, or are we straight up just like
Yeah.
get inside no matter
Well,
what?
It's kindred.
Diplomacy or break in.
It's kindred. So
Both.
I don't think us breaking into kindred's house is, even if we're just, even who we are, is going to be forgiven.
Oh, and well, especially because we are the youngest, unless it's a thin blood, we are the youngest kindred. Like both generationally and also like timeline. I think there's been like one other, because Sharpie got to graduate from ghoul to kindred.
Yeah.
So she's younger than us time-wise, at least.
I mean, the good news is we are hounds, so we have a pretense to be here.
Then I think we maybe try talking. What you said, that there was a call box, Sway?
Yeah, there's a call box. Yeah.
Maybe we try talking, and if we can't do anything else, and this can have been discussed before we get there, we try talking.
So
and if we can't, we break.
Maybe you guys talking.
We break in.
You guys talking to someone on the outside, I can sneak in while they're distracted.
Okay.
Yeah.
Also an option.
If that's what you guys want to do, there is a call box. It does have a camera on it. So when you hit that button, they're gonna be able to see you as well. Just so you guys know.
Well, hold on.
It kind of ruins the stealth of. No, we're just some kind out here looking for.
No, we're not saying that we are.
Okay, I'm just trying to world build and let you guys know what the.
Yeah, but yeah, we're not gonna.
I think we come here.
I've never owned a call box. I think they all come with cameras, but
I think we come here now with the knowing that they are also kindred, and again that we have that position. We come here as ourselves.
Okay. Never mind. I don't have a thing that I thought that I did. So.
Kitty's
yeah,
like
one of us will have to
Nosferatu disguise.
No, not that. I have a different thing that I wasn't sure if I could utilize it for this, but yeah. Then let's try and talk. Do we just want to have just one of us, or do we want to? All three of us can be seen at the beginning. Because Kitty, you said that you were gonna try and sneak around.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. So I mean, so really, it's
wow.
do the three of us want to be near the callbacks to be all seen, or just one? Was Jace's question more so.
I see pros and cons to both.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and I'd say having Kitty. Okay. Having Kitty.
I can wait and see how.
Yeah, I was gonna say waiting, not a bad idea. Yeah. So do we split it in twos? Because Kitty and I can probably kill things, and you and Jem are probably way better at talking to people. Like I have the social things for Kine, but for but if Jace, because you have the new extra skills, Siren also has good diplomacy things, so she can go with Jem, and then you two can wait out back. Because you can also do weird shit that none of the rest of us can do that may be helpful if you have to come break us out.
I can kill things.
Then I'll go with Jem, and then yeah.
It's just gonna be scary when I do.
Okay, you go with Kitty. I'll go with Jem.
Very scary.
I'll fucking go with Jem. It's fine.
I just latch arms with Jace and we walk off.
Does
you know,
that
Peter Pan when he loses his shadow and he kind of flies around the room. Yeah, imagine that shadow flying around the room and then strangling you.
So the shadow men in Princess and the Frog. I can't imagine it. We've seen a whole cartoon where they're the villains.
I just think of this really cool scene of like Jace manipulating shadows and this fucking black Poopa coming from the shadows.
So
That's a very good image for me.
Can only get so erect. Come on.
Save it for the reality in 20 minutes when we have to kill whoever's here.
So Kitty and Jace, are you sneaking in at the same time, or are you waiting to see if you need to sneak in?
We're gonna wait for a minute, yeah.
Okay.
We'll send you a code emoji.
We'll go around.
Yeah.
And if we hear one of them say, we can have determined some word that they can sneak into the conversation.
Or
we could just text you.
Yeah, an emoji or something.
Yeah.
I also kind of want to
listen. Phones exist.
I also want to kind of listen to like if they ring the doorbell and someone starts booking it like away.
Yeah.
Back door. Yes.
Yeah.
Smart. So we can code word. I want to say Jenga because I've watched Gurgle Roll, but that's not it.
You guys just text us go or some shit.
It time.
Yeah.
So Jem and Siren, you're both on camera. You push the button.
Mm-hmm.
Hello. How can I help you?
Hi. We're your local representatives, and we were wondering if we could come in and have a word with you.
Of course. Representatives for who?
For the sheriff of the area.
There's a long silence. and then the door goes bzzz, and then the gate just like pops open just a little bit and then opens up, and you walk in, and this you walk in, and the courtyard is it's not like Toreador, but there's some well manicured bushes. The lawn is very like just grass, and then there's bushes alongside the house. It's a very nice house. Like, you guys have seen it from Zillow. Like, they still maintain it. It's really good.
Are roses?
There's no roses.
Okay.
Well, I mean,
You
there's
can breathe?
roses, but it's not like the roses. It's just
No,
the roses that are also there. You don't get any like, oh, this is Toreador.
No, it's not that. It's I
It's
have
her
that.
bane.
thing.
It's her thing.
That's my bane.
You
It's
do.
wild roses.
There are roses on the inside of the fence. Like, there's 2 rose bushes. Like, when you enter in, I forgot about your bane. Yeah, there's 2 rose
remember.
bushes. Like,
Isn't it wild roses?
Yeah, it's wild
It's wild
roses
roses.
specifically.
Yeah.
So what type are they?
so these are like, I bought at Lowe's, planted them roses. These aren't like running through a field and there's fucking roses.
Okay. She does like a minute.
Siren
there's
positions
a
her.
little butt pucker.
Yeah.
Like, they're a little. They give you a little bit of, they give you some anxiety, but they're not like, I gotta go, bitch. You're just
Siren
like, "Oh,
also-
why is that not bothering
Well,
me?
you guys have fun.
Yeah. Siren also surreptitiously tries to place herself on the side closest to. If they're walking down the path and they're closer on the right, Siren will be on the right between Gem and the rose bushes.
Okay. I mean, yeah. It's like big enough for a car can drive through. Like,
Good.
it's
Still,
definitely
it's
one of
just-
those where-
It's like me with jump scares in place. Someone else needs to stand between me and
That's
them.
fair.
I appreciate you and everything that you're doing right now.
Yep, I got you.
And then,
And I'm also secretly grateful in my head. Historically speaking, hounds are. There's 2 of them per sheriff, so they will only think it's the 2 of us. He told us he was gonna do extras if he wanted to, but technically usually there's only 2. So like, if we introduced ourselves, they're not gonna be expecting there to be backup because there's 2 of us right now. Nice perk.
it's true. So you guys have about like 20 or 25 feet. Like, there's a little, not driveway, but there's 2 parking spots on each side. They're not covered. It's not like, they don't have like covered parking. It's very kind of casual for this area. But there are 2 cars on your left, 2 cars on your right. They are very nice. They are very expensive. The least expensive is like a new 2020 BMW, and then there's a Lexus, and then there is, you think it might be a Lamborghini, but it doesn't have the decals on for a Lamborghini. It also has foreign plates. And there's a Bugatti. Very, very sports car, very like, that doesn't really mess with. Okay, those are 2 like comfortability cars. These are 2 sports cars, and they all 4 cost more than the entire bar. So there's about 25 feet or so between where you guys are now and the front door. Do you contact Jace and Kitty? Okay.
Oh, we're good so far.
Yeah, I'm just making sure I give you guys the chance to like, and now,
We have 1,000 points. We're gonna live forever.
We can roll so many
No,
dice,
no,
it's fine.
No, we're down to 82. Down to 82.
Oh no, 82!
Guys, I just remember something Kitty can do that is disgusting, and I'm gonna use it right now if we break into.
Yes, good. I
Do it.
kind of hope this goes badly.
So Gem and Siren make me a intelligence awareness check. Here are lovely perception checks.
Also, for people who miss stuff, we do have a podcast because there's a lot to catch up on, and we can in no way tell you in 30 seconds.
I made bad things happen. They're trying to survive it. Yay!
Hey, how about I find my character sheet rolls? What were we rolling?
Intelligence awareness.
Fuck
I got
me.
5 successes.
Oh my god, thank you, James! You already did that tonight, stop it!
Thank you,
Stop
James.
it.
And
I
I'm
appreciate
taking
you.
some of the luck points.
Do it.
How many luck points?
I'm taking 5, because we can have up to 5.
5
No.
luck points.
Only down to 7.
Megan,
And Jim, you
Megan,
had
did
so
you
many.
take any?
How many successes?
4.
4.
Did you take any luck points?
No.
I'm taking
Okay.
all of them. Ah! Ah!
Snake James.
Hang on, I lost a die. It's on the floor. I'm rolling another one. Okay. I would like to take photos of this so everybody
10,
can see.
10.
I have... That one's technically cocked. I will roll it again. Okay,
was
that's
like
a failure
4.
now.
She's just rolling it.
No, it was a 10. It was like on the edge, but it was like in my drinks, so I rolled it again. But stop doing that. The one of them turned from a 10 into a 3, but I still have like 3 10s out there. So
Nice.
that's a 7. It's all of the crit successes are
6
2.
with the 10s.
Hang on.
Okay.
So 6 with the 10s, 7, 8, 9 successes.
Okay.
One one crit failure, but it's not on my hunger die.
Okay. So Jem, as you are walking in, you're looking, and with everything that else has happened tonight, you're looking at security, you're looking everything, and you clock. There is a camera overlooking the left side of cars. There's a camera overlooking the right side of cars on kind of like a little lamppost, where it keeps the inside of the courtyard area lit, and that they can see the vehicles. And then on top of that, you track one on each corner. So it's 4 cameras total that could possibly they move.
She carefully pocket texts.
We're not to you yet.
Oh.
This is what Jem checks.
Oh, sorry. I thought you were talking
So-
about cameras and shit. Sorry.
So one camera looks left while the other camera is covering that, and they do this. So there's never a point where all 4 cars are not being watched.
Okay.
And there is the 2 stop it, Luna. The 2 cameras that are facing the front gate and courtyard, they do not move.
Okay. So
They're
there's,
just to look out, but it
there's
sees
no-
everything.
there's no dark spots in the.
You
courtyard.
don't notice any like hole in their security area.
Cool.
Siren, as you're looking around, you check the same things, and as the gate shuts, you turn and look, and there's 2 cameras pointing towards the house that you clock that Jem did not. So there's a total of 6 cameras just on the front.
This place.
And you get up to the front door, and just as about the time that you would knock, a man opens the door, and he is wearing nice slacks, a button-up shirt with a bow tie, and like the sleeves are rolled down, and he goes, yes, I'm Louis Lestat. I'm Louis. I think though that I'm not the one you want to speak to.
Ooh.
And then he kind of steps away from the door as the door opens up, and you see Rebecca Chase walking down the stairs.
Grab's hand pulls down.
This is Megan. This is Megan.
What?
And that is where we're going to end the show tonight.
No! What?
You've now made it to Rebecca Chase's private house.
What? Oh, shit.
Oh my god.
I have a lot of
Cool.
feelings.
Cool. Hi.
Oh,
Well,
things got
we either
weird.
kill Rebecca Chase next week, or
The
we
Primogen of the venture.
But if
Yeah.
she's the
Mommy?
one sending
We're not
us to look
fucking
for
mommy.
him, then
we fuck it. We kill her. Or,
Fuck it.
or
We kill her.
we-
I'm on Jason's side. Let's go.
We are
or
not
we
killing
storm
mommy.
the castle.
That woman stepped on me. We're not doing it.
We can find you somebody else to step on you. It's fine.
Not like her.
Also, just because I can't wait a week to tell people this, I remember that I have vicissitude, which means I can mold my flesh to just
That
go
shit
through
is-
small
right.
spaces.
You have hollow
terrifying.
gem bones. Oh.
Gross.
I saw that
Gross.
in an episode of X-Files that changed me for the rest of my life.
Like,
So I
she could
hate
just
that.
mold her skin and body to be like
I can't.
weapons and shit.
Gross.
Yeah.
That's
Gross.
Elastigirl who?
Like she could make her
Honestly.
hands turn into claws with like her, animality,
Yeah.
but then she could make those claws bigger by blood magic,
Hate it.
essentially.
I made a weapon and we turned her into a baby.
Correct.
I love
As is
everything.
correct.
I love everything about that. Thank you for knowing what episode I'm talking about. Victor Eugene Toombs, his name is emblazoned in my brain forever. I was scared to go to the bathroom. I would blockade any vent in my house anytime I went in a room. It was dangerous. Like, I couldn't go be alone in those spaces because he could do the stretching and do exactly what Kitty can do. So,
Gross.
no. Awful. Terrifying.
I
One
don't
of the
think I can squeeze through a vent, but like
Stop
a
it.
gate, probably.
I hate it.
Hate it.
I'm just gonna be over here coloring my mushrooms and it's gonna be fun.
I can't meld my bones yet. It's just my fat.
Yet! Don't say yet like that's
I
coming.
can't.
Oh.
No!
That's the thing. Yeah,
Fuck
that's
that.
the thing.
One more dot and I
Um,
can meld bones.
Only
if
yours?
I get a different disciple, I can convert other people's bodies.
There it
without their
is.
consent.
That's what I wanted to see.
That's just something else I don't have and won't have for a while.
Yeah, but
So-
we could learn that.
So before we
Gross.
roll out, what was everybody's favorite moment of the night? Chat, crew.
I met you.
That was a good fucking moment. Hey, it was nice to meet you. I met you.
Met you.
What? I met you. I did. It's
We-
proof.
That is her. I don't want to be mean, but also I can't lie legally.
Oh, good.
Oh man. Yeah, everybody else's was I met you apparently.
Yeah.
And Jem's
Oh,
pooping on the
Jen
phone.
pooping on the phone.
Sorry, I'm
Yeah.
pooping.
Very good.
Oh
Work,
man. Listen,
I made a yo-yo friend.
You
I-
did.
Kitty making friends with the scariest people and Jem playing music for the scariest people is the vibe I never knew I needed from this show.
Why are they? They're not scary.
I
They
just
look
want
like
them
the
to
cute-
love me, and they only love Kitty, and I'm so sad about it.
No one only
That's
loves Kitty.
fine.
It and
That's
Ego love you.
fine. That's fine.
Well,
when you can
I-
turn into a giant cat, people tend to love you.
That's-
remember?
I know.
something that I don't know if Jem picked up on, whether Meg did or not, was the fact that it and Ego were the same as they have always been until you wanted to enter into a deal with Ego. Then his mood shifted to let's make a deal.
I know, and it was terrifying. I don't like
Yeah.
that. Yeah,
Yeah,
next time we need some from the Nas, one of y'all motherfuckers taking that bullet, because that is not a conversation I want to
I'll
have.
do
then.
it.
Yeah,
I volunteer as tribute.
I will give them whatever they want.
Kitty's like, I give you my body.
If the answer is,
So I
hey,
guess that's
we
what we
need
want.
something from Jem, absolutely. But I am not having this conversation again. That was palpitations, my friend. Palpitations.
Palpitations. Good use of
Kitty,
palpitations.
Kitty's just already dealt with like the master manipulator person that's her sire, and so now she just
Nothing
people
scares her anymore.
Nothing scares her anymore.
Everything scares me.
He's just.
I hate that nothing scares. I need to meet this man and murder him.
Yeah. Oh no, that's
We're
Can't wait to bring
Kitty's
that guy
sire,
in.
right?
we didn't
Yeah.
put that on the.
It's not on the
open
list
thread
because
but
Because it's known.
it is
That
known.
one is just constantly
The
known.
rest of them are just like optional. We can pick them up, and this one is the moment it becomes an issue, we're gonna fucking deal with it.
I'm sorry.
Sure.
I want to backtrack real quick because something you said just hit me. I don't know who this Louis person is. I don't know if they're kindred, if that's her butler, if it's her consort, or whatever the fuck. But she is associating with a man that wears a bow tie.
It's a very nice bow tie.
I don't give a fuck. And I'm.
It's like a $50 bow tie.
Is it a $500 motorized Armani bow tie?
In the middle of it, you see like the Gucci signal. It's just like the knot is just Gucci.
I don't like that for her. You know
Do
what
better,
I mean?
Rebecca.
Do better.
Honestly.
Have more respect for yourself. I don't know. It's going down a notch.
I was like, this is the first time Kitty's meeting Rebecca
So-
Chase, but this is the party. We met her at the party.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
so to describe what he's wearing, it looks like he's wearing a tux that, or not a tux, like a bow tie tux that he just took the suit jacket off, like the suit jacket.
Like The Shining.
What
Like The Shining. And he just
Yes.
took the jacket off.
Yes.
is that? The Shining? I was thinking more of
Yeah.
like Butler.
Yeah, they're all in the same shit.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
kind of like that. Like he wasn't expecting a visitor and didn't have time to go put on his fucking suit jacket to resume his duties.
Yeah, but okay, then that's worse that she makes
Yeah,
her butler wear a bow tie.
I'll bet I
Yeah.
bet he wasn't expecting to go back about his duties.
That's why his jacket was off.
Yeah.
He said keep everything else on, but the jacket.
Actually, that is a question.
kink
Thank
shame.
you, Krista
Jacket's
Corbett.
gotta go.
What was Rebecca wearing when she came down the stairs?
Be very specific.
We need to know
So-
details. That will tell us where.
Can you see nipple?
So
Matthew!
she's wearing Hamilton's coat.
Oh! Murder!
Well, now we do have to kill her.
See, I told you. I knew there would be something.
She's wearing apparently I'm lagging. She's wearing like dress pants and like a cami. Like she was getting undressed for the evening.
They'd both just taken off their jackets and
She
were
was wearing,
relaxing.
Like a cami with some jewelry and khakis. She was barefoot.
Oh God, stop! I'm getting hard. This is ridiculous. I don't know why this is doing it for me. They're
Yes, you
wide-legged,
do.
aren't they?
Yes, you do. Because the idea, it's
They're
the
wide
Regency
leg,
thing.
yeah.
It's the I'm always proper, and then I'm in my bare minimum and still look fabulous, but everything's still covered. It's sexy as fuck.
Troy, it's Troy. I like a woman in her pajamas more
I
than
just want to
lingerie.
know
I like to know that she's comfortable.
that she's feeling comfortable.
She's not wearing her shoes. She's comfortable. That makes me wet. Whee! I'm very sorry. I'm just sorry.
Please don't be. It's precious. Someone's got to knock Aiden out of boss position right there. He did all of that in one night, and now he's almost done. Sorry. Makes me smile in the stream boss. I'm also giving Sway time to come online.
I'm already online.
No, like live, so I can raid you.
I'm live.
Ooh.
Are you?
Yep.
Doesn't say you are.
Refresh.
I just did. There you are. Okay, now it says you're live. Fuck off.
So we're actually gonna make the Kindred coterie tonight in The Sims. So we're gonna make the coterie. Mind you, these people, like, I don't have pictures for all of them. I just have to kind of go what I feel like they look
I
like.
mean, my character sheet has art in it, so
I can send you a Pinterest board right
yeah,
now.
we most of us have art.
I feel like if you guys want to do that, just DM me on Discord and we'll build it as we go. We'll toss it up on stream.
Yeah.
It's up to you. I'm interested to see what you think this is.
I'm also interested in how you think Kitty looks. I'm not gonna tell you.
Fuck. Damn, I kind of want, but like I have art of her. I stole art of her.
We'll make what I think, and then we'll
we'll correct.
tomorrow, whatever. We'll correct it. Yeah.
I'll go ahead and make Kitty and Sims right now as you make what you think Kitty looks
Oh my god,
Yeah,
compare and
you know.
contrast.
and
Yeah.
I'll just send it to you.
Yes.
But thank you for joining us, guys, this week, and we will see you next week, where we figure out why Addison's phone is being bumped between Hard Rock, his business, and Rebecca Chase's domicile.
Come back to where in the world is Addison?
Yes.
Yeah.
Honestly.
But on that note,
Bye.
Bye, y'all.
I was gonna let him wrap up, but yeah, we'll see y'all
Get
next
out.
week.
Well,
What?
come sink your fangs in next week. Blood in the Bayou.